Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, yo, yo.
F that up.
That's all right. Hi, Ryan.
Welcome to the LeafCast, a Wheel of Time reading show based on the epic fantasy series A Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. I am currently wondering why a grown man would be called child.
And I am Ryan's brother, Dan, and I am currently giving group hugs backstage, guys.
I'm upset by this behavior. I've been kind of OSHA. I'm calling OSHA right now.
Well, if they discover our plans, we will both be stilled, and I can't say they would be wrong to do it, Ryan.
Oh, goodness gracious. Wow. Are you going to quote the whole show? I really hope so.
Yep. Sheeparder.
Welcome, everybody. It's so good to see everybody in the chat. All of our friends are here. Yay.
Except for that one, and you know who you are, and you should be here next time. Dang it.
You should be ashamed.
But everyone else, hi.
Okay. I miss hugs. Yes, Rainbow, I miss hugs too. So
Ryan was currently scolding, saying no hugs. This is a no, we can't do it. It's too unsafe. But I gave a group hug backstage.
So I trained my dog to marry me. So she sits down, raises a paw, and then gives me a kiss, like I'm proposing. But now I've further trained my dog to give me a big hug. So I am no longer lonely.
Hold on, Ryan. Pull up Freud. So you have your dog. You say "marry me," and your dog does something.
Nope, that's not.
No, that's not. There you go. So what do you think that behavior is coming from, Ryan? Why do you think that that's a command that you should have for your pet?
Well, my therapist I ran it by my therapist. I said, "Is this okay? Like, I want to ask my dog to marry me." We worked it all out. I got a film crew, and at first, she didn't do it. She wouldn't marry me.
So I need time.
Like I gave her a bunch of treats. And now, happily ever after.
There we go.
We got guests.
I know. Yeah, guys, let's get this going. I apologize. That's funny, though. All right, everyone, let's bring him in first. You know him and love him. He's our man with the hairy nipples. He's our man that is reading for the first time, and we are sucking that experience like vampires in a dark cave. Ladies and gentlemen at home, quietly applaud for our first-time reader named Todd. Oh, look at him reading. Look at him.
Ryan,
Todd! Oh, hey, Todd! Hey.
Oh,
Man.
Brother Ryan.
Stunningly handsome man.
How are you, my love?
Oh, man, I don't know. I'm feeling a bit lonely today.
Feel lonely? We're missing our friend Cliff.
Man, I don't know how I'm going to do it without Cliff. He's like my warder.
I think Ryan has a story about what happened to Cliff. But first, let's bring our friends in. We have some special guests, guys. He's our man behind the scenes. He's here with our show. He's our brother from another, Rob from Malkier Talks. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys are in for a treat. We have our dead mom, our spiritual guide, our Nakomi. We have with us Zool. Ryan, bring him in.
Oh, God.
And 3, 2, 1. Oh, they just missed! Hey, guys! I love our book club, guys. I love our book club.
It's a good book club.
Mine looks a lot like Todd's.
Ooh,
That's right.
I just have like the old school British version.
Well,
Deal.
this is
Well read,
Really?
as you can see the spine bending there. You know.
really old school, like
Yeah.
it says thy and thou and has racist stuff in it. No, I'm just kidding. Super old
stay
school.
on the bracelet.
I'm just kidding. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Rob from Malkier Talks. He generally has been doing our production for a couple months now. Holy
Maybe something
cow!
like that. Wow.
Holy cow! We're like part of his day on Thursdays. This is great. And Zor, we're part of your day too. You show up every show, and I'm glad that your internet is cooperating today, and you can join us.
Yes.
This is a treat. This is a treat.
Fantastic treat.
Cliff, we miss you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cliff.
I'll meet you another
missed him
time.
already.
Ryan, didn't he send you a telegram or a fax about what was going on with him?
Okay, well, all right. So he was undercover with a group called the Unproud. No, I don't know. No, I don't. Yeah,
The humble boys, humble kids,
the humble men.
kids.
He was with the humbled men, and they were going around doing a bake sale, and he's just real busy. He's got to organize the sports events for the children.
Yeah.
So he joined the humbled men, and yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Totally
a step up.
understandable.
It's a step up for him.
yeah. No, I'm proud of him. The more woke we get, the wider our IRs. The wider our IRs are.
All right, well, guys, let's
he's
just get to
scared.
it right now. Let's just get to it right now. Bully, does anyone else think Malkier Talks is the puppet master here? There is no puppet master.
What can we say, Rob?
Fuck is that?
How should we answer, Rob?
I'm an autonomous man. I'm a fully functioning, fully formed, autonomous human being with a soul and
very
wishes
short
and
arms.
dreams. I'm not in a predetermined world.
Oh, wait, let me see here.
I'm flexible as hell.
Hey, get off of me!
Yeah.
Get off!
I'm puppet adjacent. I'm not a puppet master. So,
All right, I'm sorry, I got triggered there. I'm really sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's already just got his legs back. Leave him alone.
Can't we just have puppet friends? What's this whole master servant kind of thing? Come on. What are we, Depeche Mode?
I like those socks.
Thank you.
Ooh, nice, Ryan.
You think Rob put these socks on for me?
Thank you, Rob.
You think I touched those feet?
You think these
What are
are?
those?
Do you think these are honey cakes on my socks?
Are those badgers?
Oh,
No.
all right. If there are Badger socks I could buy, let me know. I will buy them.
Nice.
Cats. Look at
Nice.
Man,
Yeah.
look at
What's up,
that
Dan?
flexibility.
Well,
What's
guys.
up, Dan?
Hi. No, yeah, we're good. We're good. You want to jump into this chapter? Are we done frolicking in the waves and now we're going to build our sandcastle? Guys, we're here to build a sandcastle. You guys are all body surfing.
Out of Todd's thoughts. It better be good, Todd.
Todd,
I think we've been.
Todd, how are your thoughts this week? Are you having good thoughts? You feeling good about the world?
Yeah, I have clear thoughts for some reason.
Yeah, you look brighter.
I feel there's been a weight lifted off my shoulders. I don't know what it is.
Awesome.
about 295 pounds, maybe?
About that. I think exactly that. So my thoughts are clear.
Well, Todd, continue to be best. That's all I can say.
Totally.
Muse there. Oh, gosh.
Wearing socks.
Oh, gosh. That's a good one.
Love it.
All right, guys, let's jump into this. We're here for a reason, right? Are we here to just shoot the poop? Are we here to just push salt
think
across our
so.
table?
I
I
was
think
here for
we've
the
all
hugs.
been summoned. Here.
Yeah, Rob was here for the hug. He's like, I got it. Bye.
I got a hug. I'm checking out. Bye now. You know.
Yeah, Todd just pulled a little callback. We've all been summoned. You're right, Todd. Thank
All
you.
right, well, let's jump into it. Chapter 4, Summoned. It starts with a horn icon. Todd, what do you think? Why is there a horn icon here?
Okay, I think I just learned about, what this is, because there's the flame of Tarvalon, white flame, and that's like half of the Aes Sedai symbol, right? And we'll get into it later, but I had a breakthrough with something.
Do I need a breaking news banner?
What the male part of the Aes Sedai symbol is.
Oh,
But
cool.
we could get into that later. I
But
think
why
that
do we have a
comes up.
horn?
Why do we have a horn?
Yeah.
Oh, is there a horn in this one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
horn.
yeah, the horn of Valir. Of course.
Yeah, why do you think the horn is here? The horn doesn't really show up. They don't even talk about it in this, do they?
Yeah.
I thought they did the next chapter. It's this chapter they do?
I think it's right at the end.
It's the next chapter when they're
Okay.
at this private meeting, right?
Right. It's the next chapter that she whips out the horn.
No, the horn is on the desk when Moiraine walks in. And she's like, uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Okay. So yeah, Moiraine is pretty much, she's just getting ready in her room. She's looking herself over. She's like, you're looking good. You're looking ageless. Look at that. Look how ageless I am. That's awesome. She notices her blue stone. She thinks about, she has some tricks with the blue stone that some of the Aes Sedai know about, I guess. She's slender and not tall. And then she hears a bang, 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 bang on the door. She's like, well, Shinarians are not rude, and that was rude. So it's certainly not a Shinarian. So I'm just going to gather myself. Bang, 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 bang. She goes, opens it, and there are two Aes Sedai at her door. We have Anaya is what how do you say that? I guess I should have asked. I'm sorry. How do you say Anaya's name?
I said it, Anaya. That's how I was reading it.
Okay. So we have Anaya and Leandrin. We hear that Anaya has a great smile, but is not very pretty beyond that, it seems. Says that's the best she's ever going to look. Or it says something weird about that. Leandrin has honey hair, honey curled cakes of hair. So talk to me, Todd. What are your
This
these
is
are?
awesome.
This is the
Yeah.
meaning of Aes Sedai, baby.
Yeah, these are new Aes Sedai for me. I'm excited. You're starting to get into just the complexity of the Aes Sedai society. And I guess one of them, Anaya, is like kind of her or Moraine's friend.
What Aja is she?
She is a blue Aja.
What Aja is Moiraine?
Blue Aja, right? Yeah. And so they're like totally simpatico.
Yeah, they give a nice hug. She's like, it's been too long.
And I guess Leandrin, though, she's the red Aja. And I guess they learned more about red Ajas, man. They seem kind of nasty. I won't say nasty women, but
they
yeah,
are.
You kind of get into
But they are. They're all women.
This is where I'm introduced to the tension, I think, for the first time between like blue Aja and red Aja. And you really see it with Moiraine and Leandrin. At one point, Moraine's like, what is this? What does she say? What is this wretched girl up to, or something like that?
Yes. She's like, this girl sus. What is happening?
Yeah. So I'm really excited to meet more Aes Sedai. This is great.
What are your thoughts on Leandrin? Our first impression here.
Yeah, just she's not friends to the Blue Aja or to Moiraine, and she's just very kind of cold to her, and plotting. And Moiraine kind of picks up on that, I think.
Well, we learn is that the first thing that she says is, "Why'd you ward your room? We can't just come in like we always do with everything. We just knock and open the door, and we couldn't come." So let's describe this warding. What do you think is going on there? Do you think it's like an invisible wall? Do you think the door just won't open? What do you think the ward is?
Yeah, it's like the words that she set during the adventures, for the group, the Emmett Fielders and stuff. It's like an invisible force field.
Okay. It's so they actually could not enter the room, or was it like, could it have been an alarm of some sort, perhaps?
Yeah, she says it's against all. Moiraine says that, so it's like everybody, even Aes Sedai.
Right. She's like, yeah, it wasn't an issue with sisters before today, but you guys just showed up out of nowhere. But yeah, I ward against everyone, baby.
It's like an ADT security system or something that she's got. She's alerted to any intruders immediately.
So,
The front door is open.
what did you think about this being a Moiraine POV? We had like a half a paragraph, at the end of the last book, and that was so. This is our first real look into Moraine's mind and mindset. So
Right.
Yeah.
That is awesome to get into her thoughts. I love her italicized, little passages
Yep.
in her mind, and that's where you kind of see, what she's thinking. And I just love it. It's great. Even with, Leandrin, how she's like, what is this wretched girl up to? It's very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you with the italicized lines. They're almost as vital as all the other things. Just getting the internal thoughts of someone that's unbuffered. If they are a truly good guy, you will see they're a truly good guy, and if they're a truly bad guy, you will see that as well. And so I'm a fan of the italicized in learning about what a character actually feels. And we got that with Bors too. Bors had a lot of internal thought, or the man who called himself Bors. He had a lot of like little internal thoughts too that were enlightening for us. So I like when we get these little side thoughts.
It's so awesome. I love it.
Go ahead.
She's like, like when she's actually talking, she's thinking other things too. It's like to someone, it's like, oh my god.
Right. She's like, yeah, hey, I like you. I don't like you.
All right, here's the question. Go for it, Rob.
Rainbow Everything asks you, Todd.
Hi, Rainbow.
If Leandrin is calling Moiraine a girl, do you think she's older Moiraine, or just sees herself as superior?
Ooh, I didn't pick up on that. Yeah, she's trying to, play mental games. Kind of a superior complex. I didn't pick up on that part though. Very interesting.
And I paid attention to what people call each other in all of this. So whether we have like sister or girl or daughter, people call each other different things, and that tells us something. And sometimes it's like a capital letter S for sister, or capital D for daughter, or capital M for mother. So it kind of gives us some clues as to some hierarchy. And we get a lot of the inner workings of the Aes Sedai. We kind of get our first taste of that. How does Moiraine feel about this meetings, this summons? In her preparation, in her head, how did you, when she was preparing, what was her mood? What was she thinking about? Like,
she was very nervous. It seemed like
okay.
She's like, oh, it must be trouble. Like she says, I guess, why the Amerlin seat will come to Tarvon. Yeah. She's like very nervous.
Right. And she's concerned about who she may have brought with her as well. She's like, I didn't know the Amerlin was coming. I don't know who's with her. And so apparently that might be an issue based on, who comes. And we see that Leandrin's kind of snippy. She's kind of she doesn't have the best of manners. As they're walking, Anaya, like all these little boys, like drop to a knee and give their like best Shanarian, my mother, and she comes and ruffles a couple heads. She's like, that a boy. Hey, you guys are awesome. She's giving little winks and nods to people. Leandrin's just stole cold stone. Just burr. I'm no nonsense. So you're getting instantly these type of personality traits. We hear, so they start talking a little bit about gossip, and apparently there's 3 false dragons right now that have been named like in the last month or whatever she says. 3 more false dragons in Saldea, Murundi, and Tear. False dragons ravage the land. And the while you blue smile and talk of nothing and try to hold on to the past. Weird. So we have 3 false dragons, and they talk about those false dragons later. So how do you pronounce the Emerald?
Well, hey, real quickly, let's do a game of pronounce this.
Well, I'm sorry, what's it called?
Pronounce this.
Pronounce this.
I got
Pronounce this.
Hey,
Oh.
Todd,
Was that
Todd.
a new graphic?
pronounce this.
Pronounce this.
Oh yeah, this one I've been back and forth with. So I think it's like Seanche.
Okay,
All right.
that'll work.
Zool,
But then-
pronounce this.
Pronounce this.
Swan Sanche.
Ooh, that's weird.
Malkier Talks, pronounce this.
Pronounce this.
This.
All right, Todd, pronounce this.
Pronounce this.
Arthur Ann Meyer.
Okay.
All right. Zool,
Zoo.
pronounce this.
On there.
All right, Malkier Talks.
Pronounce that word on the screen.
Hey, there we go. Athayan Mayer.
All right. Another successful game of
Well
pronunciation.
done. Well done.
I want to thank the chat. Someone said, "Hey, we had Todd do this one yet?" And I feverishly made those. Thanks, chat. You guys.
Oh, nice.
Yes, thank you, Bowley.
Bole! A bole. I had some Ebola a couple years ago. I thought I was gonna die, but we'll get into that later.
Turns out it was just tapeworm.
Just several.
Just several.
I don't
That's
think I want
a-
to hear this. Nope.
Tape. It's like Tape's worm. It's like attorneys general. I had Tape's worm.
Right?
Tell me more.
It was a Greco-Roman wrestler for a while on the international circuit. He would be rolling around on dirty mats filled with tapeworm. Sometimes when you go, you gotta earn $50 and a bus ticket home. You're on a bed filled with tapeworms, and you roll around.
So
Too
look
much.
at
TMI,
brother Dan.
man.
Yeah.
You're right about all this. This did happen. There was always a film crew following me. I don't understand what they were there for.
For me, I watch it all the time. I'm all
So, Ryan, did you say that someone was following you? Do you perhaps mean that?
Do you get no privacy, Ryan?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Not on the circuit. Not on the tapeworm-inducing Greco-Roman wrestling filming circuit.
We're getting different responses in the chat. Rainbow everything is like hashtag do not want. Ian Harris is like $20 is $20.
hey,
Right.
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Man after my own heart, right there, buddy.
But Anaya was full of I'm jumping right back in there. Anaya was full of news. We didn't just hear about the false dragons. We heard
Yes.
news from all over.
Correct. But did you have anything to say about the false dragons at all? Was there any thought, Todd, before we just jump out over that?
Yeah, man, you can't swing a dick without it in a false dragon.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the pattern wants false dragons.
The pattern wants them.
The pattern wants them, and the pattern wants you to swing that dick.
I'm sorry.
That's my favorite thing you've ever said, Tom.
I thought I'd bring it back just one more time.
No, that's a callback. Just swinging a dick and you see a king. And
So the one in Saldia can channel. The other two, it's uncertain whether they can, but the one in Saldia can channel. What percentage of male channelers right now do you think declare themselves to be the false dragon or the dragon? Do you think they all do? If you can channel more or less, are you the dragon, or do you think that there's channelers there that don't want any part of that?
Man, that's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like they're really interested in channeling. If you could channel, you're a good candidate for the Dragon Reborn.
Yeah. And why wouldn't you be, right?
Yeah. You can channel, man.
I mean, like, I would assume I'm the Dragon Reborn if I could freaking move shit around with my hands and shit. Like, why would I not think I'm like goddamn Superman? Like,
you're the only magic man in the world, and you're like, well, they're waiting for a magic man. I'm probably him.
He's a magic man.
I think there was a prophecy about the eyebrows will come down from the mountain.
No, it was all stashed, bro.
What?
Followed by a legion of stash, where they used to think a legion meant a lot of them, but really
followed by a stash. Yeah, you're.
Well, yeah, because you're false and I'm real.
Who has
You'll be smoked.
Blades? Who has dragon shoulder blades here?
Yes. I smote you.
I see a dragon.
Look at I'm growing my own wings as we speak.
You really are like a.
Holy
that is so disturbing to me. That's the worst thing ever. No, I'm not shaming
your wings
you.
Ain't nothing. Come on.
No, I'm not shaming you. Brother Dan, that's amazing. I'm glad.
Thank you. Yeah, my body's my body.
You're augmenting.
I'm sharing. I'm sharing.
Sharing is caring.
Rob. So, Zul, did you want to? So, what are the things that Anaya shared that you wanted to talk to Todd about?
Oh, she shares some other. Wait.
That's
or do we want to wait until we get there?
Yeah, you can wait till we get there. I mean, there's stuff going. She shares some stuff about like there are people stirring all over the place. It's like
that's what I was going to mention. Yeah.
Yeah. So there are different groups of people. Who did you hear about?
So the sea folk.
They're
agitated
and they're looking for somebody.
Yeah, they reportedly have their own chosen one coming.
Can you pronounce this?
Oh yeah.
Do you have it there?
Yeah, Coramore.
Right on.
Coramore.
Sounds good.
And that blew me away. I was like, "Oh man, this is gonna get complicated."
Coramore sounds like a port in Wales.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's north of Coramore, or whatever.
They have the best Mai Tais.
Mai Tais in Wales. Yep. Yep. That's what they're known for.
The fishiest Mai Tais around. It's like the clamato of Mai Tais. They just put a bunch of fish in there. Let's go.
So as they're walking to go to the Emerald Seat, her chambers or whatever, they come across Lady Amelisa. Lady Amelisa is the sister to Lord Algamar. Apparently, she's badass in her own realm. She could take him, I don't know, 2 out of 5 times, maybe. I don't know, something like that. She kneels. She's like, oh. And Moraine's like, no, she deserves some props, and she tells her to rise, sister. Which calling Amelisa, who cannot channel and is not in the White Tower, a sister, seems to be a pretty big deal.
Yep.
But they do have a history. She's like, come on, let's not pretend we didn't have tea together, which you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. We had some tea together, right?
Tea in the garden.
Tea.
Wink,
all about
wink. Nudge, nudge. Hubba, hubba. Remember we teed? All right.
Oh, damn.
I just wanted to let Dan keep going there because I was like, where does he go? It's like,
Come on,
here
go
we
on.
go. Wink, wink, hubba, hubba. Come on, keep going.
Go on.
Keep going, Dan.
Go on.
Guys, everyone knows about the famous Welsh Mai Tais.
Yeah, they're so good. They're so good. They're mixed in anchovy tins, chicken, not stirred. What's that?
Have we broken? Todd?
Gross.
The fucking Welsh Mai Tai. I can't get over that. Sorry.
So yummy. Yeah. Every drink now is Welsh. It's canon.
Well, Bodhi said there's not enough L's in the name to be a Welsh name. So
Yeah.
Oh.
Malakalik, lick, lick, tag, lick, lick, lick.
That sounds Basque. All right.
So you know, they talked to Annalisa for a bit. What are your thoughts about her? I guess in this little meeting, Todd. Do you have anything you want to mention?
Shoot, not really. Yeah, it seems like, you know, Moiraine and Amelisa go way back. And of course, Leandrin doesn't really even like acknowledge her, right? Or she's kind of ignoring her. I don't know.
Well, she does invite Anaya to be with her ladies in the garden so that they can tea some together. And Anaya's like, hell yeah, I'm going to tea. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's do this. I've always wanted to. I read it in books. Yeah. Let's tea.
you loving the tea, aren't you, Dan?
Is she tea curious?
Yeah, I think so. She's there's a tea in there, Ryan. So
I think, do they start talking about Camelin right here?
Yes, they do.
Almost.
yes.
Yeah, they talk about Morgaze and they talk about White Cloaks too.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, so they're
Break it down, Todd. Break it down. What do your notes say? Or make shit up on the spot.
Glenn and Gwen arrived in Tarvalon, but the White Cloaks like followed them all the way to the Tarvalon Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And and Morgase's with them.
Okay. And so go on with that. So yeah. We hear that Elaine and Gowan. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, Morgaze is not with them. Elida was with them.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
Elida from Red Ajah went with them.
Yeah, the Aes Sedai. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Morgaze did go to the White Tower when she was a youth. They remember that. Elaine does have the spark that Moiraine confirms. And she is there to train, and Morgaze.
Right.
But this does leave Camelin without their Aes Sedai advisor,
Right.
which Moiraine questions the wisdom of.
Right.
Totally.
I mean, they are having unrest. Last time we were in Camelin, there was lots of unrest there, and a lot of people weren't necessarily that happy with Morgaze at the time, so it's a little bit shaky.
And the White Cloaks are there, right?
The White Cloaks followed.
Did they leave Camelin?
Yes, they left Camelin and they followed the daughter Heir and her brothers and Elida to Tarvalon.
Yikes.
We also hear,
Or at least some of them did. I don't know if all of them did, but some of them did for sure.
right.
Yeah.
And we hear more talk of Gareth Bryan, how badass he might be, that he would cut a path straight to Tarvalon if he had to through all these White Cloaks. I guess it'd be
But how
Bloody Cloaks.
badass is it that he would relinquish the Horn? He knew himself so well, and he is such a disciplined soldier, and he is so dedicated to the cause that he said, I cannot be trusted with this. That is so amazing.
Well, that's not Gareth Bryant. Gareth Bryant is the one in Camelin. You're thinking of Algamar, and we'll get to Algamar in just a minute. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, Ryan. It's all right. I should have sent you the outline.
I have the cliff notes. They're hard to understand.
But we do hear about the great hunt for the horn has been called in Ilion.
Yep.
The very same horn that was in the Eye of the World that Moiraine now possesses in that neat little chest.
Right.
It's the first time in 400 years.
Yep.
Yes.
The Great Hunt has been called. So this is major.
Well, we also hear that the horn must be found, according to prophecy, before the final battle against the Shadow.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of knowledge dropped right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
You also hear about Archer Hawkwing's armies, possibly, or some rumors out in the west.
Rumors of rumors. Yes.
Weird stuff.
And he has monsters. Or there's monsters or something? Like, wait, what?
Yep.
And they have Aes Sedai, apparently. Wait. Oh my gosh, wait. That might come a little later. They start talking about that.
Yeah. They talk about stuff going on Almouth Plain. They talk about the sea folk in the Coromor. They talk. There's all kinds. So yeah, all across the world, people that we haven't even met or anything. There's just rumors kind of flying that Moiraine is picking up on and either taking in or whatnot. The honey-haired girl reminds me of Honey Cakes. Honey Cake Leandrin is all biz. She's like, Amaryllis waits. Snip, snip, snip. So they go. Go ahead.
Oh, they reveal that Leandrin, she's from Tarabon or Tarabon, right?
Okay.
And like Moiraine's like, oh, she senses like a loyalty to her land of birth.
Right.
That's right when she's going in the door to meet the Amaryllis.
Yep. No, you got it.
And that's when she's like, what is this wretched girl? Anyways.
Yeah, no, that's a good point because they're supposed to give away, like, just forget any national allegiance, but Moiraine notes it's impossible to do so. You're going to, inherently favor your own land of birth if there's a conflict between the two.
Yeah.
I would assume that the White Tower kind of recognizes that to a certain degree as well. You don't go; they're not going to send, Leandrin to go negotiate something between Tarabon and some other country because she's from Tarabon, perhaps.
Yeah.
We got a question. Hey, boy!
Oh, boy.
Rick.
Hey, Bob Rick asks, Todd, do you think Leandrin is up to anything? And do you think Moiraine is hiding anything?
Definitely think Leandrin's up to something. Initially, at this point when I'm reading, I'm very skeptical of her intentions. And yeah.
Okay.
Of course, I know more, but like.
Yeah. So right now, Moiraine gets escorted to. There's a sitting room. There's a bunch of sisters. Oh, go ahead, please. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zool.
On their way there in the hallway, Moiraine notices Egwene, like with somebody who's kind of hunched over, like walking down. Yes, and she's like. And she's like, oh, that clever girl. If she's half that clever, if she can learn to control that someday, she might make it all the way to become the Amaryllis seat herself. Like she's thinking on her feet. I like this. And so she doesn't say anything and she just keeps walking on. So she knows that Rand is in the women's apartment.
Right.
I just
wanted to say that.
I got. Yeah, that part's awesome. It's like, oh, I know what that is. Yeah. That's very cool. Sneaking them into the women's quarters.
Yep. She's like, that shows some initiative. I like it.
So we do have an array of Aes Sedai suddenly. We have a green sister. We have a yellow sister. We have 2 browns. We got a white. We got a whole little rainbow coalition of sisters.
Blew me away.
Yeah, talk to me.
This part blew me away. Yeah, it was just like I've been waiting to just meet more Ajas, and we got brown, yellow, green. I really like the brown Aja. Seem really interesting.
Okay.
They were like I like one of the names, Varen Mathwin and Seraphel or something. But they only seek knowledge, I guess. And they're kind of like, they seem like the hippies or like the meditators.
Okay.
They're just kind of like, like not really concerned with what's going on.
Okay. All right.
Just
Have you ever had a Seraphel salad?
I have not.
No. It's a lot of hippie juice. I don't know. I'm just kidding. All right.
Not a joke. That was not even a joke.
You're right.
No, truth hurts.
Thank you, Barn Dog. A woman walks out from a door. It's Lee. We learn it's Leanne. She's called the Keeper of the Chronicles. Do you have any idea what that title may mean?
Yeah, she's just like the note taker.
Okay.
Like the Secretary of State or something.
Oh, that's a good.
Okay.
Amerlin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So Moiraine follows Leanne in, and we meet Suian Seanche. She's the Amaryllis. She's sitting behind a desk. She calls her mother.
Capital M or lowercase m?
Capital.
There we go.
Like it's a name, yeah. I hope you had a pleasant journey, mother. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this initial meeting. What were your thoughts when they came in?
Yeah, it was just awesome to meet more Aja, and finally get to meet the Amerlin seat. And I guess she has Moiraine kind of goes into her history a little bit, like in her head. Suian Seanche, she's from Tyr. Is that how they say it, or is it Terror?
It's Tyr. If you're from Tyr, you're a Terran, but it said Tyr.
Tyr. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I may say it tear though, because that's how I have it in my head. So,
and if you're a really
Terran.
shredding skateboarder and you're in Tear and you're from Tear, you're a Terran.
Then you're shredding the gnar, tearing the tear.
I never say Tear. It's my mind is Tyr. It's Tyrion. No, it's like Tyr. Yeah, it's Tyrion. In my mind.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yep, and it's Aes Sedai. Sorry.
And they drink and know things.
We've got Scott in chat asking, what do you think of Swan at this point?
Oh yeah, she seems really cool. Like, get into her history. She's from from a lowly station, I guess. She was like a fisherman family or something like that. Wait, what is it? Oh man,
That's right.
Yeah, she's a fisherman's daughter. Yeah.
and she's just tough, and I like how they describe her clear blue eyes, the gaze that makes kings and queens and even the captain commander of the children of the light drop their eyes.
Nice.
Kind of like I just imagine these brilliant blue eyes, piercing blue eyes. She seems very intense.
Nice. So we learned that Elida did indeed go to the White Tower. She did express concern for the young man who is a TAVERN that she had met while in Camelin. She said that Moiraine had taken him with him, and we know that this young man that Elida met is Rand.
Yep.
But they talk about what happened in Camelin a little bit. She left. There was the innkeeper, Basil Gill. Maureen's like, oh, if anything happened to Gil, I'm gonna punch Elida right in her big nose. Right? Is that pretty much verbatim from?
That sounds verbatim to me. Yeah,
I want to see that.
I remember narrating that section, so yeah, you're okay.
Right. But she said that she thought that this man was more dangerous than Arthur Hawkwing himself, or since Arthur Hawkwing. She had a foretelling, and we saw that foretelling. Did you? What did you? So it was enough apparently for the Emerald seat to adjust the winds so that they could sail faster on the Arenal. And she's like, yeah, who knows what we did to the crops? We just totally messed with the weather system just to get here.
Yeah, she's very thoughtful of that. She's like, that's very cool.
But what the fuck? They're moving the weather? What the fuck?
Powerful.
Yeah, Avatar. But there's she throws also some sort of threats over to Moiraine. She's like, well, hey, guess what? No one likes you in the tower right now. You're anathema.
Persona non grata.
Persona non grata. Well done. Your name is Mud. And thank you. And the Greens want her to be turned over to the Reds for punishment. So is this a thing, do you think, Todd, where if one person in a blue messes up, they get sent to a different Aja to get punished?
Apparently, yeah, this is a thing. What do they call it? A retreat or something? Damn it. I lost my note.
Are you talking about like a punishment?
Yeah. What is it called?
Yeah, being sent into...
To retreat, or it's like a retreat, and
right, going and just
she has to be watched by a red Aja, and I guess she doesn't get to use her one power. I mean, it's almost like
Well, we do hear some of the politics going on. 4 of the last 5 Amerlincies were from the Blue Aja.
Oh yeah, this gets really good. Yeah, getting into the complexity of the politics here.
I mean, but in the last 1,000 years, that may be fine. But now we have false dragons. Now we have, old walls weaken and old barriers fall. Stuff like that. So the Blues are kind of up against the wall. It seems a little bit. They've held power for a long time, and we're hearing some just dissent or grumblings going on in the White Tower, perhaps.
Yeah.
Was penance the word you were looking for earlier, by the way? Rainbow has got there for us, so.
Yep.
Okay. That was that. That happened.
Oh yeah, it's called retreat for contemplation. That's what they call it. Oh my gosh, my notes were mixed in chapter 5. Oh my gosh, I just organized myself. Sorry.
Get hold of yourself, Todd. Well, you were reading right up to the very last second, Todd. Jesus Christ.
How could I?
Always.
Right. So what does all this tell you about some of the politics of the tower and the Ajas?
it's dirty. There's some, yeah, it's complex. There's sides, there's legions, there's interests, there's lobbyists, there's
No, go on. Yeah.
I think there's lobbyists.
K Street.
probably, but
There's K Street
K
over there.
Street's there. The Koch brothers, like, yeah. It gets, it's a swamp.
Yeah, and there's something called the Hall of the Tower, which is where like Elida went before the sitters of the Hall of the Tower and like told her tale, and that's why Moiraine is in such big trouble. She didn't just like go to the Amberlin and say, "Hey, look, this is what's going on."
Yeah.
So she got like the whole Hall of the Tower against Moiraine practically, and they almost didn't even want the Amberlin to go to Faldara.
Oh, that's right. They're like too much blue, Aja. Is that right?
Yeah, well, that's
just like high school.
And what you said about the too much blue was actually something that was very shocking to Moiraine, because they had like 2 from each color, plus the keeper and the mother, the Amberlin seat, and the keeper and the Amberlin seat are not considered their color anymore, and so it's kind of like people turn it against the mother and against the blue, and I don't know, some stuff going on.
It's getting complex. This part really blew me away, and it just made me think about the complexities of this, and that's all I have to say.
Okay, no, right on. Well, and Moiraine actually shifts the conversation from interior White Tower bullshit to real life things when she says, quote, as you say, Mother, things change, but there are still worse perils outside the shining walls than within. And the Amberlin just kind of stares at her for a good cold second and asked her keeper of the Chronicles, Leanne, to hit the road. She's like, I need to talk to Moiraine by myself.
Later.
Leanne just kind of gives a
Later.
an extra second before she says, as you wish, Mother, and bolt. And then Swan throws a warding
This was so cool. Yeah.
over the room. And then
no one can hear. No one can hear him. Yeah.
And then they just start hugging. They're like, we're best friends, and we didn't want to show that we're best friends, but we're best friends. Ah! They hug. They start making tea together. You know what I mean?
All about the tea.
This was very cool. Very cool to see how they have this this kinship, this bond.
And they were and like right off the bat, they're like, yeah, even if you couldn't channel, you wouldn't get married and have kids, right? And they're like, no way, blah. Who would do that? Blah.
But
did you pick up on that?
totally.
Okay.
I totally did. That was a great part.
They're like, gosh, we live the life of adventure, right? You imagine having a husband? Oh, God. Oh, God.
A king or a prince?
We got a good question in Discord from our friend Buddha regarding their conversation here.
Hello, Brother Buddha.
And the question is, what do you make of Moiraine? This is a little bit later in the conversation, but while the two of them are just there, what do you think of Moiraine thinking to herself that the world will burn whatever we do, and that you could never see that? You're thinking, obviously, towards Swan.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an italics little verse. You can never see that, Swan, but the world will burn whatever we do. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Did you have thoughts about that?
Yeah, they're just alluding to, I guess, the wheel turns, right? You know, I think, doesn't she allude to that? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's part of the conversation in the next chapter. Yeah.
Yeah,
if I jumped
super
ahead
heavy.
there. Sorry.
And we do hear about the plan. No, that's okay, Rob. No,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get us there, guys. I'm trying. So as we we do learn that they have been, and we learn in the next chapter what their plans more or less are. But this chapter ends with Swan saying, "Hey, Moiraine, if anyone, even Leanne, discovers what we plan, we will both be stilled. And I can't say they would be wrong to do it." Heavy.
I know.
So they're conspiring. They're planning. Conniving.
They're up to mischief. A good mischief. Good
But
trouble.
Were you surprised at that what Moiraine was doing all this time was something that could actually get her stilled, and that she was kind of conspiring with the Amerlin seat to do so?
I was super pumped on this part because, like, Moraine's in tight with the Amerlin.
Yeah.
She's like, so she has like carte blanche to like do whatever the fuck she wants. Like,
So what would get her stilled? What would get them stilled? Do you think? Even going into the chapter, the next chapter. I mean, so we learned a little bit more about that. What do you think exactly was their crime against the White Tower?
Oh, right. Shoot. Yeah, going against. I guess you have to be. You have to be or you have to detach yourselves from any personal desires. So they're kind of like going outside of what Aes Sedai are supposed to do and be. I don't know. Anonymous.
Okay.
Or, I was kind of trying to put that together in my head. It's somewhere in my notes, but I can't like.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Access them, Todd.
Well, and we'll talk about it more in this next chapter that's coming up.
Yeah.
Because there is more clues that are kind of dropped for that answer. And that's chapter 5, The Shadow in Shinar. Are we going to take a break, Ryan? Or are we going right into this Sublime Sun chapter?
No, we are taking that break. Everyone, welcome. We're going to listen to
Iris Fibers.
Yes, this is my friend Keith. He just goes by Iris Fibers. He was one of the original members of Homunculus Rex, my old band. I hope you guys enjoy this. This is serene, beautiful music. We'll be back in 10 minutes, everybody. Let's mute our mic.
Hang out with us, guys. Listen to Iris.
Listen to Iris. All right.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get you today?
Hi, she'll have the quarter pounder with cheese, extra mustard, no pickle, and I'll have a 10-piece chicken McNugget.
And can I get large fries in the car?
Jesus Christ. Why am I getting it out?
Can I get a McFlurry, please?
$6. Can I get McRibs? I think it's in town.
I want a crunchy McFlurry, please. Come on.
Are we back?
Close.
Okay.
And we're back,
Oh,
ladies and
gotcha.
gentlemen. Brother Dan, were you lying down the whole time just taking in the dulcet sounds of iris fibers?
Oh my gosh, it reminded me of like it could have been the music for the movie Parasite.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, it just had this really very cinematic, cool vibe to me.
Yes,
What's
no,
the
he is a sonic genius. Iris Fibers, everyone, you can find him on SoundCloud. He is studying to be an EMT. Yay! All right.
You down with EMT? Yeah, you know me.
It's the EMT.
Are you down with EMT? I'm down with OPP, which is other people's.
Can we just appreciate the cat bomb for a moment?
Yeah, that's why I was late. Like, she was meowing
Oh,
at the
look at
door. I
those.
had to go let her in.
Look at that! Oh, that spot looked like it was a elephant sitting down. Hold on, sit back down. Let me see it again.
There are some amazing.
Looked like a
That is
squatting
awesome,
elephant.
God.
All right, so let's.
That's so funny, Brother Dan. I was late to get back to you because I was sitting there texting you. We're sitting there we're like, oh, this is a great episode. We're having a great time. We're just texting back and forth. And I was like, whoops, I'm late.
I'm all, you're great, and he's like, no, you, and I'm like, no,
this is a great
Zool and
episode.
Rob are great, and he's like, no, Todd's great, and I'm like, I
I'm
know.
like, is this the best episode ever? Or is this the second best? I can't really tell.
The second best.
And then like the music stopped, and all of us were sat there, and we were just like,
So when the hell's our Ryan?
All right, I like that. Nice. Yeah.
Thank you, Ian. Jamming to Mars Volta. Yes, reminds me of their slower stuff. Yes, Mars Volta does go into an ambient.
We listened to Mars Volta yesterday. Yes.
Yes, Vars Multa is my favorite cover band.
Okay, what?
Vars Multa, they do Mars Volta covers in a 20s swing style.
What exactly is a space cat? Is it a cat that's weightless, or is it a cat that has like a bubble around its head,
Yes.
like Sputnik guy?
Well, I mean, if you have the talent, we all have bubbles around our head. You just can't see them, bro. I see them. You don't see them? I see them.
Is that one of your talents, Ryan?
Talent with a
That's one
capital
of my
T
talents.
talent.
What color's
yeah.
mine?
Oh yeah, no, you just have them.
What color? What color is
They're transparent. They're just bubbles around the head like halos.
Even babies?
Something.
No,
Vibe cat. Yes.
nope. Babies do not have the bubbles.
So once you like get your pubes, then you get a bubble?
No, once you have your first real thought about like
where's the not suitable for children banner?
once you're cognizant of your own death, you get a bubble.
Oh, yeah. Then I know
what it
tons of
About the
babies.
age of 7, maybe, you know.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to have pubes to know you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Tis the way
We're all
of
gonna
flesh.
fucking die, right? Hey, everyone. Hey,
Tis
hey, what do you guys all
the
think
way
in chat?
Well, all of us are going to die. I don't know about the other part.
Well, I am, guys. I'm planning on living here forever, and so far
Holy-
so good.
Hey, has your puppet love game improved, Brother Dan? Since you've worked with Village Mattress, mine sure has.
Oh, go on.
Ever since I've gone to Village Mattress, where you come see us and get your best rest.
Village Mattress, come see us and get your best rest.
I'm just fending off. I'm using COVID as one of the biggest excuses, like to just like fend off like one female puppet after the other. Get off.
So
Get off.
you have like
Get
a
off.
pillow fort. You have like a whole like fort in your room now.
I'm hiding in the corner. You're like, get away! I want to be alone. And they're like, no, you want the D. I'm like, no, get away! I want to be alone. And they're like, we want the D. We want the D. It's constant.
So not only are we
the
going
PD
to see
puppet.
Ryan, so we're going to see Ryan's abs, And then I imagine one day there's going to be the letter D somewhere on his body.
That's for the OnlyFans.
You want to see the D?
Got that right, Rainbow.
All right, yeah. So I mean, yeah, and by D I meant
Dragon.
yeah, the dagger, Matt's dagger. You want
Matt's
to see
dagger.
Matt's dagger? Yep. No, yeah, Village Mattress. I gotta tell you, man. Ever since
dirty
I've gotten a
dagger.
Village Mattress, I used to sleep fully clothed like an Eskimo. I now sleep naked. I wake up with my head on the opposite side of the bed because I'm just sliding around on these amazingly chic, luxurious bamboo. I'm just like sleeping. I'm just like sliding around, like whoa! I have no idea what's going on. It's so amazing. I'm luxuriating and I'm sleeping and I'm luxuriating. My Fitbit tells me, "Holy shit! You're sleeping on great sheets. You're doing great."
I tried to visit Ryan with my pet panda, and he went right to the sheets. I'm like, no, Sing Sing. No.
You can't eat the bamboo sheets. You have to luxuriate.
He's like, so delicious.
All right.
Oh man, you guys, dude.
Well, actually, the luxuriate. There's eight in there.
Yeah.
Luxuriate.
I'm luxury eating.
Luxury eating, bro.
Luxury eating. Yeah. All right, guys. All right. Yeah.
When Nar gets a particularly young child, he's luxury eating.
Hello, I'm Nog.
Oh, is Narg here?
He was there. Hello. I've slept like a goddamn bear in the winter.
Hide behind him.
I've been sleeping like a goddamn bear in the winter. I've been straight up hibernating. Seriously, I put on 20 pounds, and I don't plan on leaving until February or March at the very earliest. If I can, there I go.
I tried to save you. I heard a long pause. I was like, oh, we lost him.
Nog not good on his feet. Nog could use a class or two in improv.
An improv class or two.
Yes.
There we go.
Nog needs work. Nog needs work bad. He's a diamond in the rough. All right.
Fantastic.
Guys, chapter 5. The Shadow and Shinar. It is the sublime
Brother Dan, I
tattoo.
gotta,
All right,
real
go.
quick. I was so busy laughing. I couldn't get my point across. Hey, everyone. Let's blast this shit out to Twitter. Text your friends. Let's get this shit up to. I want to see 30 people watching.
Thumb and red bar.
thumbs
Thumb
up.
and red bar. Yeah, thumb and red bar.
The party is here. What the hell is?
Smash the like
What else is
button.
everybody doing? There's
hell?
no Thursday night football. The Warriors just won last night. It's amazing time. We're moving on.
Be sure to smash our like button and subscribe to our channel.
Hell to the
Haskins just got signed by Pittsburgh. Woo, that's going to be fun. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. He just did. I promise.
There has been a request. They want the Scott says the me and brother Dan sleeping on Village Mattress, but he realized actually it's brother Ryan sleeping.
Yeah, where's brother Ryan?
Where's the picture? Where is it? They're asking me.
Can we see those
don't have
bamboo
it.
sheets? Can we see those bamboo sheets? Oh, there.
So I mean, I wanted to retire this one because I'm fucking lonely, but ever since then, there is at least.
That's Ryan's Tinder profile, and it is just swipe left, swipe left, swipe left, swipe left. Look at them sheets. Swipe left, swipe.
And everyone's asking me what these bars are on top. I won't tell them what I'm using those for.
There's like
I give them the big nunya. I get a lot of like, oh, do you use those for?
There's a strap on. Yeah, Ryan. What the fuck is that, Ryan? Jesus.
That's
Nunya.
OnlyFans.
Nunya. I'm gonna give you. If Robert Jordan has a raffo, I have a nunya.
I'm sorry. What? I don't understand. What's nunya?
Yeah, what is this?
Is that Sup Dog? Is that Sup Dog?
All right, everyone.
It's the
What's
way
up,
of
dog?
What's up, dog? Are you all following the way of the leaf? Have you kicked a dog within the last week? Then fuck off. You're not following the way of the leaf.
Guys, we're gonna get some stickers pretty soon. We're gonna get this on a sticker form. I am committed. You guys are gonna get sticker. You're gonna get a sticker.
You're gonna get sticks.
You're
You're gonna get stuck. You're gonna get stuck.
I'm gonna stick you.
We'll get stuck.
Stick
Oh,
ya.
we're Dana. Are you hiding, Dana?
No, I'm reading.
But I have to tell you what. Yeah, she's like, "Let's go. We haven't even started."
Are we at the end? Oh shit! We're just getting to chapter 5.
Bye, hey everyone, bye. Sublime Tattoo, Sun. Chapter 5, Shadow and Shine Iron. So what? Yeah, that's a Sublime
Hey,
Tattoo.
I tried to see Sublime 3 times live. 2 times they didn't show up. 1 time they showed up. I knew they were there because the Dalmatians started running around. Everyone said, "Oh, they're here! They're here!" I'm like, "Oh,
there's the dog."
I was like, "Why is this a big deal? Why? They should be here anyways." They're on the fucking marquee, and they played 1 song, and the drummer puked on the drum set, and they walked off. And so I've literally only seen Sublime play 1 song live in 3 attempts.
Assholes.
Magical. It was a magical night.
They knew you were there, and they said, "Not playing for Ryan."
No, seriously.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, the Southern
for
California
puppets.
punk rock days.
Yeah, the ska punk days. Yeah.
Right.
Anyways. Right? A little Long Beach ska punk. Anyways.
Hi, Oliver. It's nice to see you again. Welcome to the second
Oliver.
half. We're discussing
Oliver.
chapter 5
Oliver.
of The Great Hunt.
Did you guys ever seen Oliver Twist?
I agree, Oliver. There should be an orange Jaja. Orange is our favorite color. Orange, as you can see, is the color to the left of your little thing right there. Orange is our way of the leaf color scheme.
Yeah, I'm on board with orange instead of brown. Brown, yeah, let's have a burnt sienna, just like a combination of the two. Maybe a burnt umber, a
pine,
Go
evergreen pine color.
Wait, that's a green.
Taupe.
We're looking between a blend of the brown and orange.
I don't even know that. I'm just saying names. I don't know what these colors are. Pine and taupe.
Taupe is.
I
like
went to a
blue,
class.
I
They said
think.
pine and taupe are funny words to say when you're thinking colors.
Pine.
Come.
Yeah, pine
Dude,
is.
are you guys-
Yeah, no, that's pine.
Are you guys,
I get
are
it.
you guys in the paint section at Home Depot?
Yeah,
Reading
I'm
colors?
looking.
Putting the
Honey-
pain back in the paint section.
Honey,
Don't
is
you?
there a difference between desert sand
and
shocking blah?
Shocking blah?
Yeah, it didn't work so well marketing wise, but it looked a lot like desert sand.
Dana's being so patient right now.
Yeah, I know. Let's go.
Chapter 5.
Oh no! Hey, boy, Brick, are there any ideas for T-shirts? Let us know. I'm wearing one. Dan's wearing one too. If you want us to wear different colors, just let us know and we'll change out.
If
Do you
you
like
have
that
any
t-shirt?
ideas for T-shirts, get on the Discord and give us your ideas for T-shirts.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
We'll create a
There
channel.
should be a link for the Discord in the show notes. For
Speaking
this.
of Discord, we're going to be in
There should
Discord
be.
having a voice chat with you guys all after this, so stick around.
Oliver, no one would understand your shirt, and it would be the only shirt you like. No one in your state would have that shirt. No one in your, probably in your time zone would have that shirt.
All right.
Okay, come on.
All right, let's ask the chat. Does the chat want to see this on a T-shirt? Yes or no? Or does the chat want to see our logo, the fancy logo behind me, on a T-shirt?
Vote now.
Well, let's see. That's right there. It's already on Dan's shirt. That's what it looks like on a shirt.
There you go.
All right, hold on. Let me.
That's pretty sharp.
All right, what a difference. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, stud muffin.
Oh,
I was trying
look at
to.
that.
I'm on stage and I'm trying
I
to
want one
sing,
of
but I
those.
cannot even control
I've been
myself.
waiting. I've been waiting.
Oh, look
for
at the
my-
hand gestures.
Wow.
Here's a
Waiting for
combination.
My black.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
You
do we
should watch
want?
that.
Would you like to have a cup with this fucking handsome logo on it? Let us know. Or
with
do we
the
want to just go
YouTube.
canon and just bring up Dan's?
Ryan, do you know where that happened?
I've been wondering.
Come
no.
on, let's get going.
Oh,
All right, no. Come on, Dana's our guest here. Let's abide. Let's move on. Let's move on.
okay.
Dana's correct. The show must go on.
I want
Yeah,
a 5-minute story, but
Zool is a harsh taskmaster, but at
Did
the end
everyone
of
in
the
chat see
day,
this?
Maybe you let me know, and like I can streamline the show, and we can just like send the puppets on a break, and the three of us can like knock out the chapter.
Can
And
you imagine?
I know. Seriously, can we have a side stream where Dan and I are just talking about the randomest shit we want?
I mean, it would look really cool because it would look.
Oh wow!
oh, there
That's
were
awesome.
Knock
There we
yourself
go.
out. Yeah, there you
There we
go.
There they are.
There we go. Look at that. Right. Come on, let's get down to it. There we go.
All right. So, chapter
Chapter
5.
5.
Shadow and Shinar. Tell us about
back.
that. Now there. Why do we have that symbol, Todd?
The white cloaks.
Yes,
Is that the white cloak symbol?
that's the white cloak symbol. Yeah. So, did you expect? Did you expect to have the white cloaks in this chapter? Were you expecting that at all in Faldara?
Yeah, I was taken aback by actually that. But I learned later on what it is. Initially, I was taken aback, but
Okay.
I was like, wait,
All right.
because the POV starts with Moiraine and Swan.
Yeah, this is the first like real. Besides the end of the book last time, Infinite Jest. Come on, Ryan, we're doing a show.
What? I got kicked off my own show.
We're doing a show.
Am I invited back? Dana, can
You're
I come
back.
back, please?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah,
All right.
come on in. Dan is here talking, and he's bringing us in.
So, chapter 5, we have 4 different points of view.
This is great.
Yeah. This is the first time we do have a shifting point of view in the last chapter of the last book, where we see Moiraine in her garden. I think that one has 3 points of view, actually, if I remember correctly. But that's at the very end of the book. That's kind of more or less the prologue or the epilogue. Here we have it right, chapter 5. We start that we're starting to get more. It's starting to spread out a little bit here.
It's getting big.
But we start off with Stilled. They're talking about Stilled. That's what Swan had said. Hey, if the tower knew what we were doing, we'd be stilled in a heartbeat, and they would probably be right to do it. It turns out that's a pretty gnarly thing, and Swan is kind of starts getting a little emo about it, and she's like, "There's only been 2 Amarillo ever stilled," and she knew their names, and apparently everyone has to know the name of every Aes Sedai that has ever been stilled and the reason for it. It is that nutty of a consequence.
Todd, will we see a stilling?
I hope not.
What's your guess?
This is like gentling, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Except for women.
yeah. There's like spaying and neutering. There's gentling and stilling.
It's the female version of gentling.
Right now,
Hey
who
guys,
would you
control the channeling population.
have your channeler spayed or neutered?
Have your channelers stilled or gentled. Good night, everyone.
I don't think it works that.
Todd, do you believe that we will see a character stilled and or gentled? And I'm not talking Pornhub search.
Yeah, and we're not talking about Logain because we've learned he's already
Gentle.
been gentled. So we're not talking about him. We're talking about, maybe characters you've met or.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dana?
I hope not. I hope no one's stilled that we met.
I don't fuck your feelings. What do you think?
There is no Dana. There is only a zoo.
What do you think, Todd? What's your guess? Are we going to see a gentling or a stilling?
Probably a stilling, I would say.
All right. So have we met a character you think will be stilled? And if so, name, I guess, her.
Quite possibly.
Who?
Who? Give us a name.
I would call maybe the Swan, the Emerald seat.
All right.
Herself.
The Emerald seat herself, all the way to the top.
She feels very she feels it coming in from all angles. You know, she feels kind of a, what do you call it?
Sounds sexy.
I know. Innuendo. I can't get away from innuendo. It just comes up everywhere.
This just in. All right, cool. So stealing seems like it's a horrible process. They hear about it. It's a historically horrible process that is ingrained into the White Tower. That this is the ultimate punishment, more or less. We rip the power away from you. And you can always just kind of have it on the edge, but you can never touch it, kind of thing. Man,
they can sense it, but they can never use it.
It's like an addiction, but there's like heroin. Like you can, like everyone else is just fine doing it, and you're like, wow, come on, whoa, that's not fair.
Yeah, when Dan ends the stream, he goes to a heroin den.
Yeah, you have no idea. Yeah, dens. We call them dens.
Still call them dens.
They're subterranean. We go through a hole in the wall, like where foxes dig,
Or a badger.
or a badger.
Oh,
We have a badger in the chat, or we did at one point.
yeah, sweet. He's a sweet badger.
Very sweet.
No one understands him. He's a sweetie.
Sweet. Badgers are mean generally, but not that one. All right, so Moiraine starts like screaming at this one. She's like, "What? Come on, you're giving all this up just because you don't want to have to clean pots, you big stupid." And Swan gets all riled up. She's like, "What?
What?
I remember who cried more, dummy. You had a soft life. I was a fisherman's daughter. I could take a beating, and you cried like a little pig." We heard that, and we heard
She had
that
a posh upbringing, right?
Yeah. So go on.
Oh, that's it.
Oh. Okay. No, I like that though. No, that's good. And we hear that there was a plan. The plan was to find the boy, take him back to Tarvalon, and nurture and guide him more or less. Mm-hmm. And instead, what we hear is that Moiraine sent 2 messages in like the 20 years she was gone.
Actually, it's not 2 in the 20 years. I mean, face it, it's like 2 since like she left to go to Emmett's Field.
Oh, okay.
And Swan's not happy. You know, basically she's there just going like,
"How dare you!"
Yeah. She's like, "Why did you go to Faldera instead of Tarvalon?"
Yes.
So the first message was she was entering the 2 rivers.
Huh?
And the plan was to then take him to Tarvalon. But the second message was, nope, change of plans. We're in Faldara, which is right in the Satan's armpit, more or less. I mean, it is. It's devil adjacent. It's not. Shia Ghul's like,
It's in the dark one's face.
I mean, is
all of
there
our
extra?
plans into the dark one's face.
Is there like extra taint up there? I mean, like really gross. Yeah, lots of very gross.
It's the grody.
Can I order some extra taint?
Well, in the public baths, it's like they watch each other's backs. They're like, "Did you get the taint? Did you get the taint off?" And they're like, "Yeah, all right. Let me keep going. Keep going. Okay, yeah, it's gone."
Okay. And then they reach that point you really love Dan, and you just go.
That's why I only take baths in the early morning. I don't want to wash someone's taint. Gross.
Totally gross. Yeah.
Is it really?
Possibly. No.
Is it really?
Okay, so where were we in the chapter?
All right, so they had a plan. And Swan's not happy that the plan was changed. So what does Moiraine have to say about that?
Oh man, Moraine's like, hey, you got to ride the wind.
Right. Right.
It's like, Swan,
yeah, well
man.
said. Yeah.
Chill out. You know,
It's
the
like,
wind
hey,
of
we're dealing
destiny.
with TAVERN.
The wheel will weave the pattern around this young man as it wills, whatever our plans. Yo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, anyone who just has never watched us before and has just popped in has got to be turning up and just being like,
What is this place? This is a rereading of the Wheel of Time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Chapter
thank you.
5.
If we sound like we don't know what we're talking about, that's because we don't know what we're talking about.
No. What?
What?
No, we got a
What?
panel.
I know they're here to prop us up. Rob, give me an arm.
Really with TAVERN.
No, thank you. All right. I'm no longer responsible for anything I'm saying right now.
whoa. Let me change that right.
No.
Now try.
What? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I now bring the nation together in a stance of unity and love.
Wait,
we
look
will
at these
break through the
fireworks.
lies. We will destroy. We must end the uncivil war. Bring us. Is that who? Oh, who? Someone talking?
Boo!
Hey, Lady Gaga.
Four last years.
Rewind time.
All right.
Oh no,
Fireworks.
Zul's picking her book up. It's not a good sign.
Like, all right. All right. So they start like engaging. They start engaging, like kind of getting a little passion going. She's like, what? You know, and then they kind of direct towards the box that holds the horn.
Yep.
Swan knows how to open it. She does her fingers, her plump fingers or whatever, her plunk. And reads again, the grave is no bar to my call. We hear again that the Horn of Valyr had to have been found before the final battle, and shit, here it is. Gosh, is it a coincidence that we just found this horn? Oh no, is it really that close, kind of thing? You know, Algamar, and here's where you were talking. So Algamar didn't even want it near him. He's like, man, I just want to blow that fucker, and I just want to blow that fucker.
I want to go to Shia.
I want to just,
if I could just blow it once.
Gosh, just once. I worked at a school doing carpentry one time after hours, and the band room was there, and I sampled every instrument I could. Yep. I played. I tried to play a trumpet. I was just opening cases and just putting
mouthing.
Oh, it was so fun.
And you're spit all over these people.
Oh, it was so fun. No, I did the shirt wipe after, like the shirt wipe.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, and then I became my own super spreader, I think. But
I know, man.
This was years ago, before that was even a concern.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay, I'm crying
right,
right now. I'm not crying on the outside. I'm crying on the inside. Rainbow. Ouch.
You never sound. No.
Oh.
But Ryan said that's the charm of
I
you.
built this.
It's the charm of you. That's your charm.
I'm confident in my ignorance.
But we learn that the horn is to be blown not of glory but of salvation.
Yes.
And he's like, and I guess Algamar is like, yeah, I just want the glory. I don't know.
Hey, he wants the glory of just blowing Shia Ghul off the map.
Yeah. He sees it as like salvation. Think about it. His country is like always in danger.
Right.
And, so he kind of sees it as salvation.
Right. He wants it. The devil's his next door neighbor, and he's like, man, if I could just blow that horn, we could just make him move. They don't like horns. Yeah.
Hey, did you see what they named the last battle? Did you happen to notice that? Have you heard that word before?
Wait, what is it? Oh.
Okay, do you see where it says the Koreathon cycle? Because they're talking about like Agomar and the horn. And then below that, it says the pattern demands a dragon because the pattern weaves toward Tarmangaiden.
Oh, yep. You're right.
Right? So this is where they're talking about dragons, false dragons versus like the dragon.
Yes.
So had you seen that term before, Tarmangaiden?
I can't remember. This is a good part though, because Swan's like kind of reluctant or kind of concerned that they might have gentled the Dragon Reborn. She's like, man, did we like gentle the wrong dragon?
Yeah.
Right.
Did I neuter the wrong dog?
Did I neuter? Oh.
Right, because if they need the Dragon Reborn to be there at the last battle, that's a real concern, right?
And they face, what is it, the Dark One naked in Storm. Or what is it? Oh, there's like some cool, like...
Either we go naked in the storm or cling to a protection that will scourge us. The light help us all. Yeah, go on.
I like what... So Moiraine comes back though with a good one. She's like, no, Swan. The pattern's gonna throw up all these dragons, these false dragons, and if you gentle the false dragons and one keeps coming up, that means the Dragon Reborn hasn't been brought up.
Yep.
Right.
And she's
and in this discussion,
she's like chill. She's like chill, Swan.
Right. In this discussion about those dragons, so we learned that the man Saldea, his name is Mazrim, Taim. How would you pronounce that?
Pronounce this.
Damn, what is it?
Taim.
His first name is Mazrim.
Yeah, last name.
Oh, Mazrim. Taim.
Mazrim, Taim.
So that's the name of another false dragon, the one in Saldea that they had mentioned.
The one who can actually channel for sure.
Right. They say, if we had gentled, we wouldn't have been able to. The pattern wouldn't have allowed us. There wouldn't be other dragons after. If Logain was the one, we would know it. There wouldn't be three others after him. That's not how it works. They're waiting for because Logain had named himself the Dragon Reborn, and the prophecies say that once someone names themselves the Dragon Reborn, if they are the true dragon, then the pattern will not produce any other dragons, false dragons. Go ahead, Rob.
I was going to be like, that's okay until you actually gentle everyone who can channel, and like you don't know that you've not gentled the Dragon Reborn until another one pops up.
Ooh, yeah, there's like a little...
So, I mean, if you had three running around and you gentled all three at once, until one more appears, you don't actually know that you haven't gentled the actual Dragon Reborn at that stage.
How about this? If they gentled Rand, would another one reappear?
Yeah.
Well, the way the pattern's being described here, that it would need a dragon, so...
Because I think that might be kind of what Swan was trying to say.
Yeah,
that we're going to go face the Dark One, naked in a storm.
Moiraine said,
Moiraine
goes, the prophecies must be fulfilled. And then Swan says, yeah, they must be, or they will be. We learned, but everything we need to do to get them fulfilled is treason. But like, if a prophecy must be fulfilled, is that a prophecy? Like, how do you actively fulfill a prophecy?
Well, in this instance, it would be that if Logain had proclaimed himself the dragon and was truly the dragon, then Tame would not exist. That's what more or less what Moiraine is saying. She says, "quote Neither of them is the one, Swan. The pattern does not demand a dragon, but the one true dragon. Until he proclaims himself, the pattern will continue to throw up false dragons. But after that, there will be no others. If Logain or the other were the one, there would be no others."
I mean, Moiraine basically said we are part of the prophecies.
Right.
Like
how
like
did they figure that out?
she's like, this is a kind of like a level of zealotry that's kind of shocking in a way. If you take everything away from what we know, just like for her to be like, hey, we're in the prophecies, we're that important. Like for her to be so confident that that's her place in like the history of millennia, like it's pretty impressive for her to be like saying those things, huh?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
she does believe that she is with the one true dragon, and she has been in some major events already with him, and he wouldn't have gotten there without her. So
Oh yeah.
she's part of the pattern with him at this point. Is that what she means? I don't know.
Yeah,
And we are in a land where prophecy seems to be pretty divine, or something where they just are able to speak truth. I guess no one ever doubts prophecy. When Elida gave her foretelling, they're like, "Well, okay, that's the truth. That's what it is."
Bully asks, is Moiraine right, Todd? What do you think?
That's
a good
wanna
question.
know. I don't even know. Yeah, because I'm thinking like back to 20 years ago when they found out that they were part of the prophecy. I want to know like how do they find that out? That's where. That's the question that I have. I'm like,
Raffo.
okay.
Yeah,
Reed, find out.
Reed, yep. That's a big one.
I can't wait for that one. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep.
Keep reading,
Okay.
buddy.
Like, hunker down. Okay, here it comes.
So,
So that's the treason too, right? That's why they beat still, because it's treasonous to everything else they were taught. She says. I'm kind of going back a little bit.
well, yeah, no, that's a good question. So what we have is that the Aes Sedai are a female-only organization out of necessity. The male channelers go mad, and in fact, we have an entire Aja that is dedicating to eradicating the world of men who can channel in order to avoid the breaking that happened a couple thousand years ago.
The Red Aja.
Yeah.
And so what they are planning is not necessarily turning over Rand to the Reds.
Oh, right.
They were planning on kind of
Hiding
sheltering him a little bit instead of presenting him, as it were.
Naked.
It's all coming together for me now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think Swan's saying, we can't gentle the dragon because we need him, and that's where it kind of breaks with what they've been taught.
Yeah, if you gentle the dragon, the game over pops up.
Game over.
You chose poorly.
Try another age.
Basically, you gentle the dragon, and then this happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25
You got dysentery. Game over. So Moiraine is gangster. Moiraine is just like, while they're talking about this stuff, she dumps out her pouch. Boom. The Amarillan recognizes it as Quaindar, which is supposed to be an unbreakable substance.
Pronounce this.
Yeah, pronounce this. the substance that it's
I
made
think
of.
we
Do you
did that
remember
last year, though. Yeah.
Do you remember this one?
I think we did this already.
Quindilla.
But I think you said it funny, Dan.
Quasar. So what's up the Quasar? And she's like, "Holy cow! That's is that what I think it is? Oh no, it's." And Maureen's like, "Yep, that's the seal of the Dark One's prison."
You know what? Let me bring up something earlier, like right in the beginning. We were
Yes.
talking about the emblem on chapter 4. I was thinking it was like one of the other half of it. I thought it was the tear or the white flame. I don't know what I was talking about.
No,
It
you're
was the
saying
horn, actually.
You thought the horn was like the male half of the Ace of Ice symbol was like the shape of the horn, right?
I totally spaced that the horn was the symbol of chapter 4. I thought it was like the teardrop,
Yeah, if you imagine the teardrop
That's why I
as
brought-
looking like half of like a yin yang symbol,
Totally.
then that's kind of the symbol you're looking for.
And
the
that's what I
teardrop.
thought was on chapter 4 for a second.
Oh, okay.
When we
Alright,
way in
gotcha.
the beginning.
Todd, was the first time you saw the yin yang symbol? Was that on Town and Country Surf Design?
Totally, Dan.
Yeah, me too. All right, that's a California thing.
Dude, I had so many Town and Country.
TNC, bro. Oh, man, me too. So here's an interesting little nugget that we learn is that the seals of the Dark One.
This is good.
It says here, quote, "It was those 7 seals over which the Amarylline seat was supposed to be Watcher. The secret hidden from the world, if the world ever thought of it, was that no Amarylline seat had known where any of the seals were since the Trolloc War." The fact that Moiraine just dumps this pouch of broken seal. Broken club seal. So she dumps a club seal.
Yeah, like dramatic recreation. I'm so sorry.
All right, sorry.
Ow, my shit.
So club seal, so broken seal, broken baby seal. Well, sad music plays. Those big, beautiful eyes.
We had a question in Discord from Buddha.
Thanks, Rob.
I'm not out of sequence this time. Do you think it's just one seal, the one seal that Moiraine found that's broken? But if not, how many of the 7 do you think might be broken?
Oh yeah, it's a good question. This is like one seal.
Yes,
that's the way I took it.
Yeah, we're never gonna survive unless
we get a little bit crazy.
Listened to that yesterday too.
I listened to that on a tape, flying to Germany, drinking like hot toddies and getting drunk.
Crazy are the people.
I really like Seal. I had that on tape. Oh,
That song is great. Yeah.
Oh man! So his face was scarred because of a falcon. Was that what it was, or a hawk?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I thought like he got clawed by a falcon or something.
That would make it even cooler.
Fuck
Let's
yeah!
look at this later.
It's like falcon versus seal.
That would break an Aes Sedai seal, dude.
It's unbreakable unless you get a little bit crazy.
I almost ended the broadcast right
Well
there.
done, Yeah. Yo, bye.
Hard out. Like a total Kramer moment.
So
Right, so-
here. Oh, go ahead.
No, so Dan, I was going to say, so what happens next?
Yeah.
So Moiraine spills the boom, 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 starts throwing break after break at Swan. She's like, "Yeah, this is the one we've been chasing for 20 years. This is the guy." She's like, "Are you sure he?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, can he channel the one power? She's like, yeah, he totally can. He's our boy. He's totally him.
Check.
He's like, well, we got to keep him away from the Reds. I brought some Reds with me. This is not good. This is not good. And we also heard that Rand. All right, I think we skimmed over this, but the Rand is a TAVERN, and this is a talent that Swan has, is being able to see TAVERN.
Oh yeah,
they have a glow. And I'm not sure if it's right next or if I may be jumping the gun, but
no, this is right there.
Yeah, it's right there. Go, Todd.
Yeah. So tell me about that.
This is awesome. She's like, I saw the boy, during the courtyard welcoming, and she says that he blazed like the sun, and she wanted to cower and howl. That was like so powerful.
I was thinking she wanted to scrub his back in the
She's
baths.
She's like, Rand, leave me in the baths.
Everyone loves Rand. Look at those. Look at these. Look at those eyes.
So nice.
Just cool. Yeah.
I looked the wrong way.
You were blinded. You couldn't tell which way to look. That's what it was.
Yes, that's right. I had to look away.
They talk a little bit about Matt. He's like, yeah, his friend has the dagger from Shadow Logoth, and Swan's like, what the? Why did you come there? That place is crazy. Don't take him there, you dummy. They're like, oh, light. There isn't a pebble safe to carry away.
That's a good point right here, Brother Dan. Bully says, remember the Emerald Sea is the most powerful ruler in the entire world, and she wanted to cower. Look at that.
Right.
That's a great point. And actually, Hetsky brings up, does Todd
I was
equate
about to bring that up.
that with when Logain sees Rand? So you remember when Logain spots Rand from the crowd and gives him eye contact, and Rand falls backwards and meets Elaine, right? So do you think that there's something
Logain laughs there,
going
too.
He laughs? I would. Fucking freak.
Probably. I don't know. I didn't think about that. Wow.
I mean, if you saw this guy in the crowd, you start laughing too. You'd be like, calm down, bro.
You're like, bruh.
Bro, calm down. You're all hella chiseled and shit, but calm down, bro.
Boy. Moiraine's like, Rand doesn't want to channel the power. He says he doesn't want to ever do it again. And Swan's like, yeah, that's easier to give up drinking water, she says.
That was very revealing to me about what the power is.
Oh, I thought it was more revealing about how much they love water.
Well,
they don't really talk about how much water they're drinking, but man, I imagine off camera they're just pounding that shit.
Totally.
Well,
Rob, that's not fair. Rob, that face is not. Sorry,
Rob, come on, that wasn't that bad, Rob.
That was a great joke, Rob. Come on, bro.
That was pretty good.
Come on, bro.
I was laughing. I was just the
Comedy's hard.
imagery. I was just like, oh my god, pounding water. Like the imagery.
Water. Pass me that water.
I mean, Robert Jordan's got
Give
a
me a
lot of
water.
details.
I need a water. H2O on the rocks now.
it's two on the rocks.
So we learn a little about Moiraine's plan. She's like, I can't travel with him. Swan's like, what? We can't let him get away. And she kind of says, don't worry about it. I had all his old clothes burned. Quote, there's been too much opportunity for some shred of what they were wearing to have fallen into the wrong hands. She also says they'll cleanse them before they leave and will not even realize that it had been done. Like Poltergeist. These boys are cleansed.
Yep.
Nice.
But yeah, she pretty much says, quote, let me just read this real fast. Quote, they will travel as safely as I can manage, Swan. And when Rand needs me in Ilion, I will be there. And I will see that it is he who presents the horns at the Council of Nine and the assemblage. I will see to everything in Ilion, Swan. The Ilians will follow the dragon or Baalzamon himself if he came bearing the horn of Alir. and so will the greater part of those gathered for the hunt. The true dragon reborn will not need to gather a following before nations move against him. He will begin with a nation around him and an army at his back. What?
All right, so
Huge.
Todd, do you have 30 minutes to tell us all your thoughts about that?
Yeah. The
Because
Council
how
of Nine.
fucking huge is that? Not only does that say that she's like, they had a secret master plan, but then she's had to
For 20 years.
Yeah, then she's had to reshape the plan, and now she has a new plan, and she presents it to this crazy Swan, and Swan's like, well, my dad said you gotta fucking, my pa always said. Well, she gets that folksy thing about what her pa always told her.
You gotta milk a fish through the gills. So, and to go on to your thing, so Swan's like, but is he gonna proclaim himself? And Moiraine says this, quote, I have the means to see him named dragon, whether he wills it or not. And even if I somehow fail, the pattern itself will see him named dragon, whether he wills it or not. Remember, he is TAVERN Swan. He has no more control over his fate than a candle wick has over the flame.
Right.
Yeah.
Dirty Phil Schmick.
All right,
Phil
Schmicker. This is great. So real quick, Rob, I'm going to get in there real quick. So Oliver says, Rand's new clothes basically might as well say, I'm right here, dark friend. And then Brother Buddha says, game of blouses. So we do hear reference. We skipped over this. We heard reference of the game of houses. Todd, do you have any idea what you think that might be? They said houses are playing, like many more people are playing the game of houses than ever before, even dating back to Luce Theron. What do you think that means?
Yeah, kingdoms are just vying for power. It sounds like trying to get their name in the game.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just thinking of Game of Thrones. Just
Yeah.
They stole it. The Starks, Lannisters.
Totally.
Hey, brother Dan. Hey, real quick, guys. Let's have a little powwow right now. Okay. Do we want to end at the end of this POV and then continue on with the other POVs in next episode? I think it all depends on how much time we have with Todd.
When Cliff gets here.
I'm fine with trying to just power through.
It's up to
if we
Todd.
can. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
One thing we did skip on here, though, is they did talk about healing Matt and like how many Aes Sedai plus Moiraine's Angreal that would take. That they would try to heal him as best they could because Moiraine did her own little bit of healing like a month ago, but it's not enough.
And they got
it was a Band-Aid.
Yeah. And so they're going to pick and choose which Aes Sedai they bring into this. And Lyanna, the keeper, was one of them.
She likes, Lyanna.
She apparently seems very loyal to the Amaryllis seat.
Yeah. And I think they were all friends, maybe when they were younger. That was brought up earlier. Lyanna was also friends with Swan when she was younger.
Oh yeah, they were all in the same novice.
Yeah.
Novice teacher.
Novices
group.
Together or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Very cool.
That's a good question.
The keeper's a blue.
Yes. The Swan is also a blue. Swan and Lyanna were both raised from the blue. Basically. To their current positions.
And for the last 5 Amaryllis seat, we're also of the blue Aja. Rob, read that question for Todd.
So Lucky Bets is asking, so when Moiraine says, I have means to see him named dragon, whether he wills it or not, what do you think she actually means by that?
Yeah, we just talked about that. Kind of the pattern itself kind of makes him wills it around him.
Well, she said she had means.
Yeah, like Moiraine specifically has means to see him named dragon.
Because then after she says, and if I fail, the pattern will do it anyways.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Any thoughts?
Very lots of food for thought there.
Okay.
All right, keep an eye out for that.
Duly noted. Yeah, she's got some tricks up her sleeve.
So Swan wants to keep on like talking.
Or-
She's like, "Oh, go ahead."
Or in her blue stone, she has some tricks up there.
Oh, okay. Do you think the blue stone is going to come into play later on? In some way, Todd?
I like how they call it their tricks. They each other like Aes Sedai has their tricks, and that's one of Moiraine's. I think it'll come into play a lot.
Okay.
Good prediction.
So Swan's like, "Oh my gosh, that's a risky plan." But as Papa used to say, if you don't take a risk, you'll never earn a copper. Blah blah blah. Let's. I'll get some wine and cheese. We're gonna party and we're gonna plan. And Moiraine's like, "Nope, you've been here too long. You have a warding over your thing. Everyone's gonna gossip. We'll contrive some other way to meet tomorrow. But I love you. I love you.
Wine and cheese tomorrow. Wine and cheese tomorrow. Yeah.
And she says, "In the morning, I will tell you everything you need to know."
Yep.
That's a weird caveat.
Oh yeah. Anytime anybody ever says that in a story, it's like they're not going to see him in the morning. It's like, oh my gosh.
Well, and I like how she says everything you need to know.
You need to know.
She doesn't say I'm going to tell you everything.
She's
Come
like,
on.
look,
Is Moiraine
look,
ever
sister.
going to tell anybody everything?
She can. Nope.
But still, let's say you're running a company, or let's say you're running a country, and you have an advisor, and they're like, "Okay, yeah, I'll tell you what you need to know." I'm like, "Man, I'm in charge. You tell me everything, and I'll decide what I need to know." Dummy.
Yeah.
But that's not what Swan says.
Yeah, that's just me. I tend to. If I'm a world leader, I'm not a puppet. I'm gonna actually take the reins.
You're not a puppet?
Well, yeah, I guess. Oh, there's Ryan.
Right.
All right, so she splits.
I was busy. Sorry.
Yeah, you okay? You did better.
Sounds like the way of the
I'm
leaf.
taking a break. Yeah, I was following the way of the leaf.
The sounds of the way of
The way of the leaf.
That's fine, Ryan. I hosted just fine.
You did a great job.
Thank you. So Moiraine splits, quickening her step. She moved deeper into the keep, and then boom, we have our shift in point of view. Suddenly, we are with the White Cloaks and a man named pronounce that name. Pronounce that.
Jeffrem Bornhold.
Jeffrem Cornhole. I'm sorry.
No offense to all the Jeffrems out there.
Yeah, we love you, all the Jeffrems.
yeah, all of you.
One of the at the very end of Moiraine's POV, the last thing she thinks is that she had there was much to be done before the morning came, much before she spoke to the Amerlin seat again. So, you're thinking about what do you think that she has to get done before she talks to the Amerlin seat in the morning? Okay, that's
lots of stuff.
Okay, so Jeffrem.
She's busy. Jeffrem Bornhold, writing to Terabon.
Right. We were told that he is to move a bunch of children silently without being seen. Like 1,000 of these children of the light.
2,000.
2,000. I'm sorry.
Legion,
Thank you.
Yeah, a Legion is 2,000.
Yeah. And that if any eyes were to see this train, then they were to cut out the tongue of the person who saw it, so that or just make it so they can never speak. Really? So, yeah. And this kind of bothers Jeffrem Bornhold. He's down with killing Dark Friends. Fuck them, right? But some of these people were innocent, and so he was glad that he didn't have to cut any tongues or no tongues had needed to be silenced. I guess is a clever way of saying they didn't have to spear a guy to death. But they're moving across. They're moving a whole bunch of people through the back roads so that they can meet someone. The Lord Commander himself had sent them to meet Valda. It says,
No,
"What didn't it?"
no. He was Jephram.
Valda
Remember
walks-
who Jephram is? First of all, I wanted to ask you that, Todd.
Yes, this was one of the high-ranking officers in the Children of Light that captured Perrin. Sorry,
Perrin and McLean. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And
Yeah,
so
he was the one with the styly ass tent that had all the cool furniture in it. I remember.
yeah.
Yep.
And he's very pragmatic. He's like
the
a very
tent that Land
pragmatic-
came in and did the ninja shit and dropped them all.
Yeah.
He's
So
very pragmatic. You're right.
he was called back from Camelin, and he said that he left Eamon Valda in charge in Camelin, and that his son Dane, whom we met in Barrelon, had joined them there. And then he said, I think they'll probably just, follow the daughter heir to Carvalho, and they might be causing some trouble. So that's where Eamon Valda's name comes in.
Hey, real quick, Brother Dan, I know
was cool
Zul's
stuff.
just amazing right now, but you got to close your mouth over there.
I'm a mouth breather.
You're just like, you're like
Okay.
animal over there. There we go. Yeah.
And so we're actually covering quite a big space on the map. If you haven't looked already, you should check all these places out on the map.
No, I was like super stoked on this part because he covered so much of what's happening.
Ooh, looking good. Very nice.
Oh,
Hey.
Yep.
Yep.
Just a moment of silence to appreciate the brows. That's what it was.
Appreciate the brows.
I mean, if you look at us, we got beard, eyebrows, stash, and we never talk about Todd's beard. Holy shitballs. And
It's
then when
luxurious.
And then when Cliff comes, he's got the big
Do
curly
you
hair.
condition that beard?
I use oils sometimes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
he he takes bong water and just slaps it all over it.
I take IPA also. Just spill it all over my face.
That's a nice
Shower
idea.
beer.
I
Shower beer.
think
Nice.
that's like a mayonnaise base, right? Use heavy mayonnaise.
So Bornhold is going. He doesn't know exactly why he's going. He's told, quote, "You will be told what you must know when you reach Alcruna." He was told to pick his men and go. Just go and you'll find out.
Yep.
Dodgy, but Jephram's a good soldier, and he's like, aye, you got it. Boom. So he shows up, and the scouts show up with they come back with a questioner. Cat Mom.
There's another one over there.
Cat's like, what time is it? I can't see. Well, look at the clock.
Oh, the clock's not. It needs a battery, but it has little googly eyes on it, so it's still cute.
They're outside of a village. They hear that the village has been pacified, which has creepy connotations. That Bornhold suppressed a growl over. He doesn't like the idea of pacifying anyone. But he's told that they're pretty much going to go route some of these villages for dark friends. Bornhold's all. I heard the rumors are true that Arthur Hawkwing's armies had returned. But this other guy just refers to them as strangers. Yeah, go ahead.
That's where I brought up this earlier. I kind of jumped the gun about there being like monsters gathered.
Yep.
And then
And the Aes Sedai.
Aes Sedai to guard them or like to battle with them or something.
Yeah, it says, quote, the Terrabonners claim the strangers are monsters, creatures of the Dark One. Some say they have Aes Sedai to fight for them. If they are Dark friends, the strangers, they will have to be dealt with too in their turn.
This is epic.
Yes. So, do
Yeah.
you think we're ever going to get to see these whatever is being rumored about over there?
I hope so.
These strangers,
Yes.
monsters.
Like Archer Hawkwing. I mean, he's like, they say his armies have returned. And he's from
Like 1,000 years ago.
Like
a 1,000 years, yeah.
So,
And he hated at the end of his reign, he hated the Aes Sedai. So it's kind of a really strange thought that he has Aes Sedai with him. That's like a really weird part of the rumor.
So they're like, I was thinking they were like Black Aja. Is that where like some Black Aja comes into?
Well, the White Cloaks hate all Aes Sedai regardless of Black Aja or White. They're Tarvalon witches as far as the White Cloaks are concerned.
Yeah, they're Salem like basically.
Yeah. All right, and then so we hear that he's told to go do something else. He's like, well, what am I came all this way just to do that. He's like, don't question me. I'm the questioner. Duh. Look at my patch. It's a question. And he tells him to go into the village, and it ends there. Jeff and Bornhold's a little apprehensive, but does what he's told.
Feeling his age too.
What do you think that age is?
He's like
69.
Nice.
Well, it says he's at the very beginning of his POV when he's thinking about talking to Pedro Nile, who was like the leader of the White Cloaks. He said Pedro Nile said that he like swore him in like 30 something years ago.
Yeah, 36.
So
that's right.
So think about it. If he was like 18 or 20 or something at that time, then
boom.
He's at least 80.
Very funny. You need to go back to school. As a math teacher, I'm telling you.
Gotta go back to school. That's a song from
Get a calculator.
All right, and then boom. Todd, is there anything else you want to talk about in this point of view? Bornhold.
I'm good on this one.
Okay,
let's go to the next point of view.
Well, this is interesting because this was a short point of view, but this was the Sublime Tattoo sun on the chapter icon.
Right. Totally.
So just to point out,
it was kind of underlining everything.
This next one is fun. This next one is pretty fun. It's the point of view of Leandrin Sedai, the honey-haired, pouty-mouthed, kind of snippy Aes Sedai, and she is visiting the Lady Amalisa while Lady Amalisa and her friends are like reading porn together.
50 Shades or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. And just giggling wildly and getting all frisky. They're going to make some tea soon. It's going to be fun. But so in comes Leandrin. She's like, oh, you honor us, blah, blah, blah. And Leandrin's like, I don't even want this biz. Send these people out. I will speak with the Lady Amalisa alone. As soon as they leave, she's like, do you walk in the light, lady, child?
Daughter.
Yeah,
the,
daughter.
The lowercase d, daughter.
Yeah. And she's like, there'll be none of that foolishness of calling her sister here.
Rude.
And then they get into this conversation where Leandrin is pretty much grilling Lady Amalisa as far as Moiraine her talks with Pad and Fane, the boys, lots of things. Talk to me, Todd. What do you got? What stood out to you?
Yeah, she's. Oh man, there's a lot of things going on here.
Hell
She's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, there's so many things going on. So she kind of like threatens her and accuses Agomar as being a dark friend.
Yes.
And wait, is this the same one where she's like, Padden Fane is like a friend of Moiraine, or dark friend of Moraine's? Or wait, am I thinking of another chapter?
No, I think this is it where she's like, yeah, so Moiraine was talking to a man and she's like,
she's talking to him alone. She's like, wait, has she been talking?
Yeah, it says Moiraine came to
Padden Fane?
Faldara with the dark friend. She's like, no, he came after. No, he didn't.
Yeah, that's right. So she's really kind of digging up dirt, or trying to dig up dirt, which she will take to the high tower and kind of like maybe kind of like, present it in her favor and kind of like, this is very devious. This is like, you could see her working and trying to get information that she could twist. I was very concerned for Moiraine at this point.
Well, not only for Moiraine, but also the boys. So we hear that Liandrin, here's the quote. She's like, well, context. Amalisa's like, no, you don't think that they're dark friends. And she says, quote, no, not dark friends, no. Worse, by far more dangerous than dark friends, my daughter. The entire world is in danger from them. They must be found. You will command your servants to search the keep and your ladies and yourself. Every crack and cranny. To this you will see personally. And to no one will you speak of it, save those I name. None else may know. None. From Faldara in secrecy, these young men must be removed and to Tarvalon taken in utter secrecy.
Yeah.
And then she lays the boom and saying, because Amalisa's like, why do we got to be secret? This is my, what? She's like, you ever hear of the Black Aja? Bump, bump. She's like, what? She's like, no. I don't even believe him. She's like, bitch. I'm sorry.
What was that again?
They are here. They're in your house. They're in your town. They're right here. We brought them. We brought some Black Aja with us, and you don't even know who they are.
Yeah, it's like any Aes Sedai in the halls you pass. A black sister could be.
Any. Yeah, this I swear. I cannot tell you which they are, but my protection you can have. If in the light you walk and will obey. And she's like, yeah, I totally will.
So she kind of like double threatens her. She's like, I'll
yeah, because she also threatens like to have Algamar and Amalisa like stripped naked and paraded through the town or something.
And say they're like in cahoots with dark friends.
Yeah, is that? Do you think that's a normal procedure? Do you think that happens every Tuesday? They just like have people, criminals, stripped naked and paraded through town. They throw fruits and vegetables. They say shame.
Yes.
Shame.
Yes. I mean,
sounds like a White Cloak thing too.
I think I watch that. They do that on Nickelodeon every Sunday too.
When they say I don't know, and then slime drops all over their face,
and then a woman comes out and starts shaming him with a bell.
Hey, Moose.
Shame, Moose, shame.
Scott is asking Todd in chat, is Liandrin telling the truth about the Black Aja being there?
That's where, I don't know, who knows? She's just kind of using it. So it's kind of like just a threat. But they could be. Who knows? I don't know.
She did say this, I swear.
Okay, well, there's something that Liandrin does that we completely skipped over.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
What did she do to Amalisa?
Oh, yeah, she does.
Get her to cooperate.
She does the. Oh, this. I had a lot of questions about this.
Okay.
She used this is like one of her tricks. This is like Leandrin's trick.
Okay.
Where she's able to pierce, and there was like metal involved or something. I was like, it was very.
No, it's not actually metal.
So it's like piercing with her. It's like a truth serum or something,
Power.
or like her power. Okay.
Yeah, it is a trick of hers that she learned with the power.
So she could like possess them, or like it's like a truth serum, like Wonder Woman with the
kind of influence.
Okay. Oh, right. I gotcha. So
She says she lashed out with the power.
Kinda. Oh, yeah. It's like a Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, and it was like she lashed out with the power. Amelisa gasped and gave a jerk as if she had been pricked with a needle. And so this is something that when she went to the tower and Mistress of Novices found out about it, she was forbidden from doing. And it says, but to Leandrin, that only meant one more thing she needed to conceal from those who were jealous. And tears started leaking down the corners from Amelisa's eyes. Yeah. And she says it's not like a really precise power. She can only kind of influence people. That's why she has to kind of soften them up, get them a little bit vulnerable first.
Ooh, so it's like it's like the good cop, bad cop thing. Mm-hmm. Like kind of
get them off balance a little bit first. So anyway, she could kind of convince people to come around to the rightness of her way of thinking. So this is how she gets her to agree to go hunting for the boys and not tell anyone and all of that stuff.
Gotcha. Yes. Fully understood. Totally.
Okay.
So now she's got her. She's got her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to point out how when she walked into Lady Amelisa's chambers, they were reading a book. It was called The Dance of the Hawk and the Hummingbird by Tevin Airwind, which purported to set forth which purported to set forth the proper conduct of men towards women and women towards men. And if you listen to Airwind, that pretty much sounds like he's saying that someone's like air and wind. I love that. I think that's kind of like Robert Jordan being silly right there.
Airwind.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's being funny.
And what happened to that book?
It got chucked in the fire.
Burned.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, she's like, oh, interesting smut. Interesting smut. Flump. No.
Leandrin.
Dear Penthouse.
Proper.
So Leandrin feels that she was successful in her meeting with Amelisa.
I like this part though.
She's go ahead.
Oh no, you can
go ahead.
Carry on.
I was going to say
the
that.
Last line, right?
Yeah.
Dan or somebody read that last line.
Yeah, go for it. You got it there, Todd? I got it.
All right, go for it.
A full night already, and there was much to do before dawn. Her orders had been explicit.
So, who do you think gave her orders?
Didn't think about that. I mean,
and she also feels eyes on her as she's walking away. By the way,
that's the part I like.
Is it Tamathor?
Tamathor.
Nah, it might be the same eyes. Is it the same eyes that were watching Rand? Do you think?
Oh, I was thinking about that actually. Yeah, it possibly could be. Because she feels this. She feels really uneasy in the twilight, in the sunset, or twilight and dawn, whatever. She doesn't like the dark, basically.
It says she felt a prickling across her skin, breath catching. She whirled about, looking up and down the dimly lit hall. Empty. It was full night beyond the arrow slits. The hall was empty, yet she was sure there had been eyes on her. Yep. The vacant corridor, shadowy between the lamps on the walls, mocked her. She shrugged uneasily, then stared down the hall permanently. Fancies take me, nothing more.
Yep.
Do you think that that's significant at all? What?
Yeah, there's a force that we don't. That Robert Jordan's making very.
Sorry.
Are you okay there, Ryan?
No.
It's that wind. It's that wind.
Hanging on there, guys.
Is that
voice
the
chat's gonna be fun tonight?
Is that the wind that hits Rand? Is Ryan's bird?
So we got that air wind.
I'm Tevin Airwind. Burp.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Gassy Ryan. Gassy Ryan.
Put him on the bottom. No.
Tea time. Tea time.
Go.
What's going on?
Right, so where were we?
Where is he?
Bring him back.
Bring him back.
He's gone.
All right, that's fine. Keep him.
He's having
He'll
a
be back.
relief moment. He's having a relief.
All right, so is there anything else you wanted to mention about this Leandrin part?
I think we could go on to the next POV.
Yes.
Robert Jordan just really switching it up on these POVs. I love it.
Yeah. So finally, we have just 2 or 3 small paragraphs of Padden Fane.
In the dark.
Yeah, talk to me.
In the dungeon, on the side of his bed, waiting for something. Something long time coming.
He's waiting, but not much longer, it says. And then, so let me just read it. It's small. The door to the outer guard room opened, spilling in a flood of light, darkly outlining a figure in the doorway. Fane stood. You, not who I expected. He stretched with a casualness he did not feel. Blood raced through his veins. He thought he could leap over the keep if he tried. Surprises for everyone, eh? Well, come on. The night's getting old, and I want some sleep sometime. So what happened? What is this?
Oh man, I don't know. I was trying to figure out who would say "eh."
It's so obviously Canadian.
I know. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, no, that was Fane speaking.
That was Fane speaking. Is he Canadian?
Yeah, that whole thing was Fane. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the person.
No.
Oh. Blood raced through his veins. He thought he could leap over the carriage. Oh, that's right. The way of the leaf.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
it's legal.
Are you He's practicing the way of the leaf at this moment.
Oh, come to get off, brother. Oh yeah.
And then we go into Black Sabbath, Sweet Leaf.
Yes.
So, what are your?
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah.
Tell me your thoughts about who do you think opened was at the door?
Well, first I thought the person who opened the door said surprises for everyone, but I guess not. Padden Fane.
Right. So knowing that now, he said not who I expected. Who do you think he was expecting?
It sounds like it's got to be Aes Sedai. It has to be
which Aes Sedai?
Leandrin. It's got to be Leandrin.
Okay, so you think it's Leandrin?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I was she was talking about the Black Aja. Dude, she is the Black Aja, I think.
All right, so
I don't know.
that's your prediction? Leandrin's Black Aja, and she's the one who went to go see Fane.
Yeah.
I can't wait to I can't wait to hear what Cliff has to say about this.
Yeah.
Oh, Cliff.
Yeah.
I bet he better watch every damn second of this. Cliff, I'm talking to you, buddy.
Yes, we want to hear what you have to say.
Cliff, we have to know what you're saying.
There we go.
There we go.
I'm marked.
There for posterity.
All righty. All right. So, and Fane says, "Well, surprises for everyone. Well, come on, night's getting old, and I want some sleep sometime." So, what do you think he's talking about? I mean, he's locked in a cell, right?
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen?
Oh, sleep sometime. He's going to be given his eternal. So he's a dark friend, and dark friends get their eternal reward of being powerful or something like that. I don't know.
So do you think Fane's going to die in this book?
Yeah. Yeah, he'll probably have one of those moments where he's just burns away into ash, or I don't know. Hard stop on that one. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're doing great. These questions are hard.
He is the vilest, dirtiest, most tainted person.
Yes.
As Moiraine called him. So.
Yeah. Worse than a dark friend.
Worse, yeah. So he's got something coming to him.
Yeah.
So he does leave his cell whispering, staring at the ceiling, saying, "It isn't over yet," he whispered. "The battle's never over."
That was huge, yeah.
That's similar to what he had mentioned to Rand when Rand was down there.
That's right.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
So somebody came and broke him out.
Yep.
Maybe it's
Leandrin. Or somebody else. Agomar. Maybe Agomar's on this. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
oh, so do you think that maybe Leandrin was right and Agomar really is a dark friend, and we're just made to think he's not a dark friend because she was we thought she was trying to trick Annalisa, but he's really a dark friend.
Yes, these are all the puzzles the puzzle pieces that Robert Jordan.
Well, remember, you thought Inktar was.
Last week you said Inktar was.
Inktar was the Shineerian.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Was the nicest. Yeah, he's the nicest. He's the nicest Shineerian we've met.
Dude,
so maybe he did it.
Inktar. I forgot about Inktar. Oh my god.
Maybe he and Agomar both.
Well, I hope it's not Agomar, man. He seems like a righteous dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear
Inktar, I'm like a little, I don't know. He's all, he's like battle bro weary and like just wants to battle. Just seems like kind of a dode. I don't know.
A what?
A dode.
What's a dode?
A female deer?
Is that a dude with a chode to put together?
Yeah.
Dude.
He's not a cool guy.
He's not a cool guy.
He's not
Dirty
he's just a machismo like guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Kids forgot.
I know, I'm sorry using this lingo of mine. I don't know where I get it. But,
we love it. No, don't stop.
Yeah,
but I totally forgot about Inktar. I forgot about.
Is there any other questions that we wanted to pop up about these two chapters before we get guesses for next week?
Yeah, and I want to ask, about the title of the chapter. Okay, so we didn't talk about the beginning of the chapter. So, The Shadow in Shinar.
Ooh, yeah.
Why do you think that is the title of this chapter?
Alliteration.
And Todd, do you spell Dode D-O-D-E or D-O-A-D?
Are you looking it up?
That's a great question, dude.
Don't.
I have no idea. I don't think anybody
Whatever Hesky says works. All right, Hesky, from now on, Dode is DOD. All right, go back to Zul's question.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, we're getting off subject again here. So
No, the shadow is the shadow in Shinir. Yeah, the shadow's there. Oh, that's what the eyes are on everybody, or the wind, maybe. That Rand's feeling. It's not Ryan's burps. It's
Okay.
Join the voice chat.
Any other bits of shadow that we heard about during this chapter?
Yeah. So the Black Aja we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the possibility that the Black Aja is there.
Mm-hmm.
We have this mysterious wind that's hitting Rand. Now we got Paden Fane, vilest, most disgusting piece of anything, that's ever been seen.
Right. And whoever broke him out.
So I think it's like and that's what it could be Ingtar. I totally forgot about Ingtar. Maybe I'll take it back. And it's not Agilmar. It's Ingtar.
Or Leandrin.
All
right, well, come on. Well, drive a stake in one of those.
Let's do Ingtar.
All right.
Your bets are now on Ingtar, the Dode. Got it.
Ingtar the Dode.
Yeah. He's just so militant and Machi's driven, and I don't know.
Well, okay, so Dark Friend Dode, nice.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
When do you think the next time we're going to see our favorite horse, Bella, is?
Oh, I can't wait.
Maybe she broke him out.
Bella!
Bella, dude,
Cheers.
Bella is in the stables, right? At Faldara. Okay,
Yep.
That's good.
Because Egwene was riding her, so yeah.
Hanging out with all them attractive horses of the Shiners.
I hope.
I just missed Bella. I had to see Bella.
I bet you a horse broke Fane out. Which horse?
It's Bella.
All right, so we have next week we are doing 2 chapters again. The first begins on page 100. We already broke the century mark, my man. Sorry, next week. It is chapter 6 called Dark Prophecy. It has that Trolloc skull that's holding up like the Black Power fist from the 1968 Olympics.
Yeah.
And it also has like this crazy looking spear that has like 3 ugly points. Dark Prophecy. What do you think? Give me your Dark Prophecy as far as what this chapter holds for us. Give me 2 things. Give me 2 things.
We learn more about some dark friends and their plans. Yeah.
Are we going to have a confirmed new dark friend?
Possibly.
Okay. It does have the Trolloc head.
I hope there's like some big reveal. I want a big reveal here. Damn it.
Do you think that we will see Trollocs? These icons have been a little weird.
I think so. We haven't seen Trollocs for a while, or at all in this book, in book 2. So I think Robert can bring in some action.
Okay, Faldara is is like Trolloc proof.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, no sweat. Food for thought. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing saying it's going to be in Faldara either.
That's what I was just thinking. I was thinking it was going to be like them going to Ilion with the horn.
Oh, okay.
And they're gonna meet. Yeah, it's gonna be like on the road battles. Like,
Okay.
Some adventures. This is gonna kick off like.
All right.
Story.
You're ready to get going. I see. All right. I'm here for it.
Bring it on, Robert Jordan.
Chapter 7 begins on page 117. It is called Blood Calls Blood, and it has the Wheel of Time with the snake eating its own butt. Any thoughts as far as what Blood Calls Blood will entail?
That's like the heaviest chapter title I've ever heard in my whole life, I think.
Pretty gnarly.
Wasn't that like Sabbath's third album?
Yeah.
I know. Totally.
Blood calls blood.
Tea time. No.
It's tea time.
Love the chapter title though. It's gonna be heavy. I can't wait. I think we'll see the blood cloaked Balsamon, possibly that one.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we will see Balsamon next week.
In his blood red coat. Cloak.
I like that. Blood calls blood.
Yes, I think so.
So he's wearing matching pants, and he's like, "Yeah, cloak, pants, blood calls blood, yeah."
Blood calls blood.
Love it. And some motherfucking Trollocs. Is there anything else we want to talk about, Ryan, before we let our good friend Todrick go back to his
let's let Todd
life?
go back to his real life, and I have a special segment I have for everyone after Todd leaves.
I'm gonna say bye, Todd. I'm gonna get up close. Bye, Todd.
Guys, it was super fun. Zool, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you. So
Rob.
fun. Thanks for letting me hang out with you.
Oh yeah. Rob, awesome work. All right.
Todd, we love you.
Back to my readings.
All right.
Get back to reading, you filthy animal. I love you, man. Well done, Todd. This was a good show.
Bum, he's gone.
Hey. God.
All right, so we're going to very quickly go to a new segment called Ryan's Dictated Notes. Can we take tea time off of there for me, please?
Yep, just a moment.
And I am going to just play a random song. Nope, not that one. Let's try this one. All right, here we go. So, Ryan's Dictated Notes. Basically, I'm walking around listening to these books on audio, and I'm starting to take dictated notes on my OneNote app. And this has been proven to be quite humorous and fruitless and funny, and I want to show you some of the things my dictated note app is telling me I am saying. So let me pull this up.
You turn the music down just a tiny bit, too.
I will.
I want to hear you. Yeah,
Thanks.
awesome.
I don't want to hear me. All right, here we go. And here we go. And it's disappearing on me. Let me try this again. I'm going to do.
So this is while you are listening to the book, you are taking notes while walking your dog, while off doing whatever. You're just voicing your notes into the Siri app or whatever it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Basically. So here is note number 1. I'm just going to read it verbatim. I love the idea of R&D thinking everyone is having a culturally... I am in the wrong chapter. Let me get to the right one. Chapter 5. Here we go.
You don't have chapter 4, you just have chapter 5?
Here's what I have for chapter 4. No, not much. Nothing going on there. Here we go. Chapter 5. This is where it gets funny. All right. Lorraine starts to sound like a little crazy there for a second. She says the prophecies must be fulfilled, and Swan Song, she comes back with the top C's will be fulfilled. We learn in school they must be fulfilled, but everything we do to fulfill these prophecies is considered treason, blah, 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 blah. If prophecies must be fulfilled, are they prophecies? If Moiraine did not do one thing to help these guys out, would the end of the story still happen if it's prophesized? All right. Next line.
Well done.
Thank you. Big ups for Lord Algabar.
I like Algabar and Swan Song.
And Lorraine.
Yeah.
Lorraine, yeah.
Big ups for Lord Algalbar. What about us? He basically is so knowledge then disappointed that he knows to get that effing horn away from them because he is a live bucket and then pay them off with his wires.
Wait. With his wires?
What the?
He's gonna like Zelle or like Venmo?
Okay. I don't even know where the pay and I don't know where that was. All right. So here we go. I love the scene where Swan says, "Oh yeah, Moiraine, I've lived with the prophecies as long as you have, weirdo." And I imagine that how many times in San Juan Sanchez's wife San Juan Sanchez's wife is she heard Moiraine say and some bad word, she'd be like, "Bitch," like that, and she probably like rolls her eyes in my mouth in the woods along with her behind her back. So what I'm saying is like, how many times has Swan Seanche heard Moiraine be like, "Oh, the wheel weaves the wheel wheels," and Swan's in the background going, "Nah, here you go, mama."
You mean San Juan Sanchez?
Yeah, San Juan Sanchez.
That's funny. That's new. That's what she is. San Juan Sanchez.
All right, two more. Wow, Robert Jordan, we face ourselves naked in the front of the storm, and for he shall come with the breaking of the dawn, and what with his coming shall shadow the world. Pretty raunchy, Robert Jordan. He pretty.
He pretty.
All right, last one. Some more, and intends to have our and. I believe our and is every time I say Rand, it's our and.
Okay.
Moiraine and intends to have. I think this Moiraine intends to have Rand announcing to sell to the Illianas with the horn, gather all the Emily honors plus all the hunters of the horn, and already have an army at his back. If he wants to do this or not, apparently he can't stop himself, or that's just the way. And Moiraine is rationalizing all of her bee behavior.
Is there Emily in there somewhere?
Was there a comma?
Did you breathe?
In there?
And that is Ryan's dictated notes. Thank
Nice,
you so much.
Ryan.
Yes.
Thank
I
you
like
so
that feature.
much.
Wow.
And I think we are running to the end of this episode super fast. I might smash my nose into a wall. Brother Dan is missing in action.
He is experiencing relief.
I'm here.
There he is.
I'm here.
All right, let's start this. We're going to bring this thing down to a simmer. This pot was boiling, but the lobster is cooked. It's ready to go. We're going to simmer this puppy down.
Chat did like the dictations, by the way. So
thank you so much. Next time I'll actually... Thank you. Next time I'll actually show you the dictations on the screen. I fucked that up. That was a production snafu. Whoops. Yep, San Juan Sanchez. Thank you.
I love San Juan.
San Juan. Thanks. San Juan again. They were having fun with that.
That is awesome. All right, San Juan Sanchez and Samore. All right, dude, this is so much fun. Again, we're just creating community as always. That's the way of the Leaf. We love having you join us every week as we do this show. Thank you so much, Zool. There is no Dana, only Zool. Thank you so much, Malkier Talks. Do you have anything coming up on your channel that we should all be aware of?
So I have a fun thing for Valentine's Day. For those who have read the full series, sadly it's going to be a spoiler thing, but we are literally spinning a wheel of names from Wheel of Time and getting two names and creating some kind of crazy, maybe not plausible situation that this couple could be a romantic couple.
Oh, sweet!
That's live. Yeah, fanfic sort of style, but trying to give it some sort of romantic sense. I don't know, but that's going to be
so like Loyal and Min.
Yeah, it could be.
No.
Yeah, we've got.
That'd be like a Great Dane and a Chihuahua.
See, Min doesn't. Min doesn't. She has no choice. She sees the images above Loyal's head, and she interprets it like, "I'm going to be under this man on a mattress,
on a village mattress,
on a village mattress." Yeah.
Yeah, but that's happening on the 13th of February, so you can actually still celebrate Valentine's Day with your loved one, or ones if you have brother husbands or sister wives and stuff like that.
Or all three.
Or all three, yep. 8 p.m. Eastern on my YouTube channel. That's the biggest thing I've got coming. Obviously, there's food and.
What about your podcast?
On the podcast, in just over a week's time, you will be able to listen to myself, Zool, and our friend Vance as we sat down and had a little conversation with Kate Redding and Michael Kramer.
Wait, what?
Yes. Yes, we sat down earlier this week. The five of us, we had a really fun conversation. There was talk of world domination. There was talk of tinfoil hats. And I think we even talked about, the books a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. But as far as I remember, it's all spoiler free.
Yes, I don't think we discussed any. I mean, we may have mentioned names, but there was no references. There was no context for where they fit into the story, so that doesn't really spoil you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no plot points. So that will be that comes out on Friday 29th. Here, my time local, so 6 a.m. GMT, which is like 1 a.m. Eastern or something like that. That comes out next Friday, and I'm really excited about that.
Oh wow!
All right, so how many like meals did you have to promise to bake them? Like, how much does this cost? What's going on, bro?
How many lasagnas did that cost you, buddy?
Did you send them like one like honey cake after the other?
I just liked his tinfoil hat.
Yes,
when they saw it on the New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they said, "That's it. I'm sold. I have to find out more about this guy."
That was that. So that'll be my podcast.
Yes,
Malkier
Talks.
Funny, like since then, like Rob's had that picture as his his online profile dating sites, and the tinfoil hat's not working out for him too well. Yeah, see. Oh, you got like a
curly cute.
It looks like a silver sperm on your head.
Yep.
I thought it was a pigtail. Or sperm.
that is my tinfoil hat.
So that's what I got to do to get those guys on our show. Come on.
Apparently,
I don't know.
I'll do anything.
It might only work once. I don't know.
I'm gonna paint the D. I'm gonna paint a D.
I have a little fez.
I love the little fez. So yeah, those are the two big things. So
awesome.
All right. And Dana, do you have anything to tell our audience before we leave?
No, I'm just very happy to be here.
Yes.
I'm excited for your new season, and now that you have 2 first-time readers,
I'm gonna be still my beating heart.
Amazing, and I love all the new things that just keep popping up and changing. Like today, we had like breaking news banners. It's so much fun. I love it.
It's
great
awesome.
stuff.
That was good fun. Yeah.
Good stuff.
I love it too. Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for watching. I think we're gonna go talk on voice chat for a little bit. Is that true?
Yes,
Ryan?
we'll be in the Discords.
Yeah, that's good.
Join us.
Yeah.
Yes, join us.
Be there.
The puppet cult continues. We're going to be over in Discord, sexing it up and laughing it out. We are going to be
L7?
big and about.
Yes, exactly. We're going to be creating rectangular boxes. Next on Sunday for Tavern Talk, we have confirmed Morgan of Podcasted Dragon, which is going to be an amazing conversation.
Oh yeah.
Let us know what you want us to discuss. Tavern Talk is a free-form, improv-based, full spoiler discussion show of all things Wheel of Time based and all things puppet based. Join us on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern for the Tavern Talk show. Join us again next week, Thursdays, 8:15 Eastern for our first-time reader show, the LeafCast. As always, Malkier Talks has been helping us with production. Dana Lou is going to keep joining us whenever she can. She's a integral member of the LeafCast show crew and backstage Discord mods. Soon we will get our shit together, get some Patreon action going on. We might do some dance instructional videos with Dan. with Dan leading them.
And eventually get some merch, like that cool shirt that Dan's wearing.
Hell yeah, Dan. Dan, take that shirt off and give it to the crowd. Just throw it in the crowd. All the women are screaming. They're saying, "Oh, we want the shirt! Give me the shirt!" Like, oh, this is like Elvis style. God. Oh my God, we got a hunk of burning Dan.